This is a day ago. They put this up there a day ago. They said Manson murders, unalivings, were linked to CIA mind control experiments, Congress told. Didn't I just say this the other day? A lot of these unalivings got something to do with people bothering you. They be part of experiments. They be attacking people. So this was done a day ago after I did my reading. Okay, about them doing mind control. Let's go ahead and listen for a while. Let's see what they say. Now they having a meeting on this. So is they gonna let this man free? Or are they gonna let this man free? Manson murders were linked to CIA mind control experiment, Congress told. So now they're talking about it now. What I just said the other day. Let's listen for a while. Yeah, y'all gotta tell the truth now, don't you? I know that's right.
It's you versus you. Until it isn't. Gym Shark. We do gym.
They say higher education is outdated, irrelevant. But at Grand Canyon University, we shatter the status quo. GCU's online master's degree programs in cybersecurity help prepare you to safeguard
I know what I be talking about.
At GCU, you can combat cyber attacks.
Because it be seeming like motherfuckers behind shit. Like, come on, man. So y'all gonna let this man free?
The last congressional hearings into MK Ultra took place just a short walk from here in the Dirksen Senate office building. At those hearings convened in August and September of 1977, representatives of the CIA told Congress and the American people that its 25-year effort to control human behavior had been a colossal failure. Because I believe Congress was never told the truth about what this program actually achieved. In fact, I believe the agency misled Congress in 1977 when it characterized MK Ultra as a failure. My name is Tom O'Neill, and in 1999, I accepted a magazine assignment to write a story about murders committed by a group of hippies called the Manson family. For those unfamiliar with this horrific episode of American history, in the summer of 1969, 4 young people acting on the orders of a cult leader named Charles Manson went to the home of movie director Roman Polanski and murdered everyone they found there, including his 8.5-month pregnant wife, the actress Sharon Tate. The victims were complete strangers to their killers. The following night, Manson's followers murdered another couple in the same grisly fashion. At the time I accepted the assignment, I'd never heard of MK Ultra, and I wouldn't for another 2 years after I'd missed countless deadlines, lost the assignment, and fallen down a nightmarish rabbit hole trying to answer the question I couldn't quite shake. How had Manson, a barely literate ex-con, acquired the ability to persuade ordinary young people to murder complete strangers simply because he had told them to? The pursuit of the answer to that question led me to Dr. Louis Julian West, known to his friends as Jolly. West was one of the most influential psychiatrists in America. During his career, he crossed paths with some of the most controversial events of the 20th century, including the Patty Hearst kidnapping case and the aftermath of the John F. Kennedy assassination investigation. In 1977, West was one of 7 academic researchers named in a front-page New York Times story alleging that the CIA had used American universities, hospitals, and prisons as secret laboratories for experiments involving LSD and other drugs on unwitting subjects. West vigorously denied the allegations. He acknowledged that the agency had approached him, but insisted He had refused because he said LSD was too dangerous and unpredictable to be used on humans.
Didn't I say they putting drugs in your
research
food?
with LSD to animals. The revelations in the Times led directly to the congressional hearings held later that year. West's denials, however, were effective. He was never investigated,
What was this?
and his name never came up at the hearing.
One day ago.
I'll spare you the long and tedious story of how my Manson reporting led me to West, except to say that I eventually learned.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta tell the truth now.
In
What y'all been doing?
1967, when Manson transformed into the cult leader we are familiar with today, he and his followers were receiving free medical care at a clinic in San Francisco, where West had established a base of operations for a research project he was conducting nearby. After becoming intrigued by the allegations against West, I learned that UCLA, his last academic home, had inherited his paper following his death in 1999. Nearly 2 months and more than 200 boxes later, I found the proverbial needle in a haystack. Correspondence between West and Dr. Sidney Gottlieb, the architect of MKUltra. The letters begin in 1953, just 2 months after CIA Director Allen Dulles authorized the program, and while West was stationed at the Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas, where he was chief psychiatrist at the base hospital. In his first letter to Gottlieb, West proposed conducting experiments on unwitting human subjects, including military personnel, prisoners, and psychiatric patients at the base hospital. He then outlined the experiments themselves in 6 more pages that could have been written by Joseph Mengele. Using LSD in combination with hypnosis, West proposed inducing confusion, amnesia, and specific mental disorders in people who would remember nothing of their interaction with him afterward. He sought to develop techniques to extract true information and implant false information in unwilling subjects and to alter the attitudes and beliefs of, quote, previously loyal individuals. In other words, to completely switch their allegiance from one group or leader to another. It was that sentence, but it was another sentence at the end of that letter that stopped me cold. These experiments, he wrote, must eventually be put to test in practical trials in the field. Gottlieb's response could hardly have been more enthusiastic. My good friend, he wrote, I had been wondering whether your apparent rapid and comprehensive grasp of our problems could possibly be real. You have indeed developed an admirably accurate picture of exactly what we are after. West replied that there was no more vital undertaking conceivable in these times. There was another document in West's papers that had even more significant implications. It was a 14-page report that West wrote in 1956, just 3 years after he contracted with the CIA. In the report, West described administering LSD and other drugs in conjunction with hypnosis on unwitting human subjects, and then he made a remarkable claim. He announced that he had learned how to replace true memories with false memories in people without their knowledge. In other words, he clarified, it has been found to be feasible to take the memory of a definite event in the life of an individual and through hypnotic suggestion bring about the subsequent conscious recall to the effect that this event never actually took place, but that a different fictional event actually did occur.
Exactly.
West's report was accurate. This was not the failure agency officials
It didn't happen.
in 1977.
It didn't happen.
It was, in fact, the central ambition of the MKUltra operation, the means of gaining the ability to seize the control of a person's perceptions, memories, and ultimately their behavior.
It didn't
Still one
happen.
more discovery, and this time I found it in the National Security Archives at George Washington University, the official repository of the CIA's MKUltra records, which were released to Congress after the 1977 hearings. In those holdings was a different versions of West's 1956 report. The original paper had been replaced by a 4-page summary that did not exist in West's files and appears to have been written by someone else. His claims about replacing memories were gone. In their place was a theoretical discussion of LSD in dissociative states. The version supplied to Congress concluded that the effects of LSD and similar drugs on dissociative states had and I'm quoting, never been studied. Never been studied. In the original report, West discusses observations from his own experiments, including detailed descriptions of using LSD to, as he wrote, speed the induction of the hypnotic state and deepen the trance in subjects. Those passages have been removed and the report turned over to Congress. The discrepancy could not have been more stark. Nearly 50 years ago, another congressional committee believed that it had been given the truth about MK Ultra. It had not. In conclusion, I respectfully submit that these records, some newly available and others that remained outside the government's disclosure for decades, warrant a thorough re-examination of what the program accomplished, what Congress was told, and what may still remain hidden. I'm happy to provide the documents I've referenced today, and I've provided many additional details in my written testimony.
Exactly what I said.
Graduation season
So
in the city.
now, every time I talk about something, y'all asses be having meetings.
Academy Tuesday.
Many of you arrived on.
Okay, y'all start having meetings. Every time I do a reading on something, y'all have a whole meeting on it. Exactly what I'll be talking about. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I know what I'm talking about. See, this was done a day ago. The Mansons. He talking about the Manson family. They was under MK Ultra. They was going to go get to a free clinic. All of them. And at the same time, they was conducting an experiment close by where he was going to that free clinic. They was putting LSD, all that stuff inside. Now, I don't know, because I think, I know, without them knowing, hypnosis, they was putting them on the hypnosis. So is they going to let the Manson family out? I don't know if Charles Manson's still alive, or I don't know. So, and they said they'd be doing it in prison too. That's why when you come out, you be so, it's like schizophrenic. It's like you be paranoid when you come out of prison. Because probably in that prison food, they be putting that LSD, in people's food. That's why you always get the, conjurants and, commissary. It's best to get the commissary when you go to prison. Because in prison, they be putting LSD in your damn food. Depending on how long you was in there, you already on a hypnosis and you already got them drugs in your system. So by the time you get out, that's why most people, when they get out, they go back in. They get paranoid. So, I gotta see if Charles Manson's still alive. So, tell me, who's at fault for those unalivings? Who's at fault for those unalivings? If you're putting something in somebody's food, or you putting something in their drinks or whatever, without knowing, who's at fault for those unalivings? Who should be going to jail for them unalivings? Should it be the person? Of course, I mean, they had something to do with it. But if you're under, drugs without knowing, tell me who should be in jail for those unalivings. Every time I do a reading, here they go with another damn meeting. His name is O'Neill. I mean, he was part of the, the study back then. I would say it probably started during the Jim Crow era. What was that, 1973? Is when the Jim Crow shit started. Mind control, all that shit. And you can tell if you look at those old videos of Charles Manson and his crew, you can tell everybody was under mind control. Now, what's the other guy name that had a whole group unalive themselves with poison. Okay? I forgot his name. It was a famous name, I know that. I think it was in Waco, Texas. If they find out they was under LSD without knowing, who's in charge of all those unalivings? Who is in charge of all those unalivings? Who should get charged for all those unalivings? You're doing an experiment on people without them knowing. As I said before, you don't know how these type of drugs take effect on people. Now, you remember that scene I showed y'all? Okay, let me see. Let me go back. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. I'm going to find this video for y'all. Because you know I got to each one teach one. You know, I'll be on my channel tomorrow. Regular programming. All right. Last night, you know, I chilled and drank a little bit. So I'm relaxing today. Rest and recharge. But we still going to do some teachings. That don't stop me from teaching. Every time, I told y'all, every time I talk about something, they go have a damn meeting. This was a day ago. Now, when did I do that reading about them putting a blast in your food, LSD, and street drugs? Didn't I say something about that? I did a reading on that shit. Now they want to do this meeting because they know they got to come out with the damn truth. Yeah, he look like he about to croak any day now. So, yeah, he has to come out, you know, with the truth. You know, they got to come out with the truth now. They know it. They know it. They know they got karma on their ass. If you know something about this shit and you're not speaking up and you're letting people take, you know, I ain't gonna say he innocent, but in kind of way he is innocent. Because you're doing experiments on people. And then he said, you make them believe something not to you. You change the narrative of what's going on. Didn't I say that's what they was doing to me? But I pick up on that shit. Lucky I wasn't under that fucking MK Ultra shit. You try to tell me, like I said, they be trying to tell me that ain't happened. Bitch, how the fuck it ain't happen if it's on video? That's what I'm saying. Trying to change the narrative. Try to fuck with somebody's mind, bitch, or nigga. You can't fuck with my mind. I told my mind too fucking strong. Okay? Let me go find this video, and I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna go do this shit step by step of what this bitch was doing to this man. Let's go. Now y'all heard that part, right? Watch this. So they're saying it. That's what I'm saying. They're saying it. The CIA coming out with it now. They telling the truth. You got to. Because people out here unaliving people under this shit. So who is responsible for these unalivings? Your ass. So you should let those people free. Not until you get them mental help or whatever. Because you already put the drugs in their system. See what I'm saying? Let's go to this one. Because I'll be teaching all day. It don't matter to me. Motherfucker be thinking this shit really don't go on. I'm just talking just to be talking. I just said they did the same shit to me. Try to. Hold up 1 second. Like I said, I don't give a hell what I'm doing during a day. A teachable moment. It's always a teachable moment. Come on now. 1 second, y'all. Now this got witchcraft involved in it. You see what I'm saying? It's like everything. Now, if this man just got out of jail, and that man just said they be putting shit, doing experiments even in jail on people. Okay. And now you adding witchcraft on the shit. Trying to find it. I wish I could talk on my shit, on my remote. I don't know what's wrong with it. It'll be faster. Crazy shit. And then the thing about these people, they do it to people and they laugh about the witchcraft. Like, that shit's funny, huh? Where is it at? Earl Jenkins and the unalivement of Makiba Jenkins. That's one. I told you. And then some of these women be getting these men with witchcraft. And you be thinking this ain't gonna come back on you. That's why this is why I be trying to tell you. What this says, witchcraft killing set for trial. Look, you know, and people think they can't go to jail for that shit. Yes, you can. If you underlie somebody with that, you know, with witchcraft, you can go to jail for that shit. That is murder, you know, crazy. Okay, online. I'm gonna find this boy, not boy, man. I'm about to reset mine. This is why I be telling y'all, like, these uploads be motherfucker for real, what they be doing. Then later on, you want to come out and tell a damn story. Because you know I see your ass in the dark. You know, with that shit. So you should be letting those people out of jail if they was under that MK Ultra. If they was under that MK Ultra, you know it. You should be letting them out. Plain and simple. Your ass you should go in there. You should go in there. And that's why I be saying, even in the YouTube community, they got people doing that shit. That MK Ultra to you. Humiliation rituals and all that. They should be going to jail. If they're involved in that, doing that MK Ultra, and shit like that, yeah, they should go to jail. If they're involved in doing MK Ultra on people. Humiliation rituals, your ass should be in jail. Because that's part of, MK Ultra. Yeah, you should. And not only that, you add witchcraft in it. So I guess I'm lying. I guess if they had a silent witch trial, you think motherfuckers still don't be doing that shit? Doing witchcraft and shit on people? They just keep it a little bit secret now, these little witches. Little dark witches. And I said it, ho. Let me see, because I got to clear this out. I think that was in Augusta. Let me see if I can talk it. Let's see. Augusta man unalives girlfriend. Wow. That was sad. Like, girl, and you was sitting up there laughing about. That's how I know they sick. That's how I know they sick. They love doing that witchcraft. He mentioned it, and you sitting up there laughing about it. That's funny, laughing at it. Yeah, I put witchcraft on you, so what? Like, no, come on. I need my keyboard. Hook my keyboard back up. That's crazy. And then y'all be laughing about that shit like that shit funny. When y'all out here doing that goddamn witchcraft. Like that shit ain't gonna come back. And then they'll lie. And you know exactly who's doing it, who's paying for it. Like, come on. You got men that do it more than women do it. And that's the trick right there. A man will be sitting up there acting like he ain't involved in that shit. You know, they be into that shit too. You would never suspect a man. They know that. Let me get my goddamn keyboard. Hold up, where's it at? That's crazy. I'm mixing witchcraft. Because that's exactly, and then she laughed about the shit. That right there, see, he was like, he get me when he say, so she had to do like homeless spells, financial spells on him, because he said since he met her, his life went down. He's had everything. He said I used to have everything until I met you. And then I called somebody and they told me you was doing witchcraft for me. Where's it at? sad. I felt sorry for that man. See, I'm an empath. Other chicks would sit up there laughing at the man or laughing at the story, you know. Well, first, let me show y'all this. Because this man right here, you can tell he pure demon. The worst case I ever seen. And you see,
Told the office supply clerk, just deliver
this part of witchcraft too. This man right here.
I need them to pay me $200.
This man right here. Let me show you this. I like to reset my box too.
I am not sorry for something I didn't do,
Look at this.
and I am not sorry for the things I did do.
Mr. O'Neill, listen, stop, listen to me. You're not gonna raise your voice again.
I'm not going to raise my voice again. I'm not.
I will have you removed from this courtroom. I can sentence you without you being present.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't conduct
I
yourself.
understand, Your Honor.
Thank you.
But I will say, I'm sorry for your loss.
Damn demon.
19 years I've been at this job. I've seen human beings killed at the hands of others in every way imaginable. You name it, I've seen it. Shootings, stabbings, drownings, suffocatings, blown apart by cars and DUI manslaughter cases. Horrible things. This is the worst case I have ever seen as far as the facts go. When the person from fire department, when he testified, and when he said that he retrieved the body of Cornelia O'Neill from the home, and all he could do was sob. It took every ounce I had not to start sobbing too. Because there is no way any person with any feeling could have witnessed or seen the photos of what occurred that night and not be haunted for the rest of your life. I know I will be. For the rest of my life, I'll be haunted by what I saw as far as the evidence and just the abject cruelty of it all. The abject cruelty. And I was aware, because I reviewed a lot of the discovery ahead of time, as you well know, did a lot of the camera inspection of a lot of documents.
Pay
I was aware that
attention to the eyes.
You needed to recover.
This is what I'm trying to train y'all in. Pay attention to this man's eyes. Pay attention.
I don't know if it's true or not. It's just like, okay, I'm not going to get into a dispute. I'm just mentioning there was some evidence referencing that in the reference. And all I can think about, because I knew that this Baron was not with you romantically at the time. And I knew that she just out of the goodness of her heart let you come stay with her.
Oh, there you go.
And it is beyond tragic that critical decision ended in so much horror for her and for her children. It is
yeah, that case was crazy. That case was crazy.
Happened as a result of that.
She let you come stay there. See what I be talking about? You let people come stay with you. Pay attention to his eyes. This is what really get a look at his eyes. You must pay attention to the eyes.
Go for your casework.
Yeah, that was a sad case right there.
That's red.
And he's so evil, like he's saying that he didn't do it. Look at this.
Mr. O'Neill, you need to speak audibly so that the jury can hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Look at this demon. Wouldn't let that come stay in my house.
He showed
Look at them eyes, y'all.
When they alleged that I beat Kenyon Barron to death, he talked about Mr. Khalil Brown.
Deity attachment.
Who stayed across the street. But if Mr. Khalil Brown was a help,
How you a young boy, but you look old as fuck? That's an old demon. That's an ancient demon right there, y'all. That's an ancient jinn right there. Look at his face. Look at them eyes. See them? Ooh. Did I just see them eyes turn red, y'all? Did y'all just see that shit? I know. Look. Look. You see that shit? Oh, okay. I'm getting spooked. Oh my God. I'm getting spooked out. That's what something I never seen before. See them eyes red?
Because he's playing a fraudulent damn recording of me beating Kenyon Barron.
Oh my God, yo. Is it me just seeing this? Them eyes are red, yo. Yo.
I told you earlier, you will know the truth, whether in this trial or the next.
Oh my God, I'm seeing this demon for real. This is an ancient jinn. This whatever demon he got on him, this is an ancient jinn.
Mr. O'Neill, please stop using swearing language. It's not appropriate in a closing argument.
And you see how old he look? He young, but he look old when he talk.
Now he played a recording that was sped up.
He got teeth in his mouth, but it look like he ain't got no teeth when he talk. This is an old, ancient demon he got on him. And I just seen his eyes turn red. That was weird. Not weird, but...
Listen, please just keep in mind this is not personal towards the prosecutors.
That demon ain't listening to you.
Towards the evidence.
That demon ain't listening to you. That demon don't hear nothing but what he trying to do.
I know for a fact Kenyon Barron recorded from her phone did not record calls sped up like that.
Jeff now he's talking about facts, not evidence of what he knows.
Again, ladies and gentlemen,
And got a nerve, the demon got a nerve to represent himself. The demon got a nerve to represent himself, what he did. If y'all know anything about this case, you know what he did to them two kids. He done hacked them up and the girlfriend. That let him come stay there because he ain't had no place to go.
You've been hearing me for 2 weeks now, telling you that they committed criminal acts against me with the 911 call and that fraudulent video that they just showed y'all. Now, I'm gonna prove it to you. You heard Khalil Brown. He said that he was actually sure that I only hit Kenyon.
This man done watched too much Devil's Advocate. He really think he a lawyer.
I called him.
That demon is intelligent, ain't it?
I ain't running from nothing.
So you can tell that demon been on trial before. A long time ago.
They didn't call Khalil Brown.
That demon been on trial before a long time ago for the same thing.
Because I want you to know the actual facts.
Look at that demon.
I did kill Kenyon Barron. But I want you to tell it like it is if you're going to tell it.
Child, I just seen them eyes go red. That's an ancient jinn. That's a ancient jinn. I'm trying to get to that other story. Witchcraft suspected in triple murder. Okay, let's go here. 10 years ago. So here we go. Witchcraft
All right,
suspected.
this is a bizarre story.
Here we go.
All right, this is a bizarre story out of found brutally murdered in their homes, but here's where it gets strange. Police say the killing may be connected to witchcraft. and has something to do with a rare blue moon. 48 Hours Crime Stoppers.
Rare blue moon.
Y'all is here with me to talk this. Thanks for being here, Julia.
Thanks for having me.
So fill us in on this case.
Right, so on Friday, police in Pensacola, Florida found the bodies of 3 people, a 77-year-old woman and her 2 grown sons inside their home. All 3 had suffered blunt force trauma and had their throats slit, and one of the sons had been shot in the head. The sheriff on Tuesday said that he thinks that one of the murder weapons was a claw hammer and that each victim suffered multiple blows. He also said that he believes the family was actually killed 3 days earlier on Tuesday, and that both sons were tall men who would have been very physically intimidating, but that there was no sign of forced entry. But what's got everybody talking about this is that yesterday at a press conference, the sheriff said that they were investigating the possibility that these killings were ritualistic in nature and might have been connected to Friday's blue moon.
Wow. Well, we actually have that sheriff talking about that.
Initial research has led us to believe that there's a potential that it was a ritualistic killing. Our person of interest has some ties to a faith and or religion that is indicative of that. It's witchcraft. I'll say that right now.
What he said?
Witchcraft. So, do police have any suspects?
Right now, they have interviewed someone that they're just calling a person of interest, and he is being described only as a white male who has some sort of affiliation with witchcraft.
So, and who are these victims? Just take us through who they are.
So the victims are 77-year-old Vaughn Sill Smith and her sons, 49-year-old Richard Smith and 47-year-old John Smith. The sheriff described the family as very reclusive. They'd apparently lived in the home for many years, but neighbors rarely saw them, and most of them had never interacted with the family at all. Richard Smith, interestingly enough, works for the Department of Homeland Security in some kind of critical position, and that's actually part of the reason why we're only hearing about this now. They found the bodies on Friday, but they had to do a lot of investigating to make sure they do not think that this killing had anything to do with his work at the Department of Homeland Security. The sheriff also said that while the family didn't act or live as if they were wealthy, they were very financially secure, and that police reportedly found a safe inside the home with many thousands of dollars in it, so they don't think that robbery was a motive.
Wow, it is, really mysterious.
Very mysterious. Yeah.
You're gonna stay on top of it for us, Julia. Thank you so much.
Oh no.
Remember, you can try.
They don't do witchcraft.
And read up on.
That don't go on out here. Nobody's doing witchcraft. Where's that other man? Oh yeah, this that other man right here, y'all. I could tell he's satanic, like involved in some witchcraft. But this is the thing that happened to them later on when they do this shit. When they be doing this witchcraft, this is how they start looking. This be how they start looking.
John, could you stand right here with me, please? Today, January the 30th, 2012. Mr. Jones, I'm here to set your bond this morning. I don't know anything about your individual case. You do not understand the law that you're charged under.
See him growling and shit? Look at this man. Watch this man, how they look at him.
During violent crime and also a charge of murder. You have the right to have an attorney present with you when you go into court. If you cannot
growling and shit.
Attorney, I will be glad to screen you to see if you qualify. That will be based upon your income, and then that will be applied to federal guidelines. You have a next appearance date scheduled for March the 9th at 9 o'clock in the morning at the courthouse at 109 Park Avenue, with a second hearing date scheduled for June the 1st, 1:30 in the afternoon at the same courthouse, 109 Park Avenue. You also have a right to what is called a preliminary hearing. What happens in that hearing, the state is prosecuting you. They have to come in and give sworn testimony.
Child, fucking with that shit, man.
What was your intent, your knowledge, your involvement? Did you violate the laws of the state that you've been charged under? If they cannot establish probable
Look at that demon growling.
charges can be dismissed at this hearing, but you can be directly indicted if there's enough evidence to take before a grand jury. This is a form to request that hearing. You will need to turn this in to your attorney or give it to the solicitor on your next appearance date of March the 9th. If you fail to turn it in to one of the parties, then that means you have possibly waived your right to have this hearing. Do you understand the charge of possession of a weapon during a violent crime?
Yeah.
On that charge, if you're found,
You hear that demon? Yeah.
Up to 5 years.
Child, y'all better stop allowing these demons in your house. Look at him. Look how he looking at him. Look at that man. He know what's up.
You understand the law?
He know what's up. Yeah.
That can carry
Yeah.
up to life imprisonment or the possibility of death, according to the law. On these charges, Mr. Jones, do you wish for me to screen you for a court-appointed attorney?
Look at that demon.
Do you have the income to hire an attorney on your own?
Does it look like?
I don't know, sir. I don't
Look at that demon getting smart. Do you look like
I
it?
ask that you answer my questions. Are you currently employed?
See him? See him?
Do you want me to screen you for an attorney?
No,
Gonna hire your own?
I don't need
Mr. Jones, I never advise anyone.
Oh my
to
God.
regardless of the
Y'all,
charge.
see? And look at that demon want to come out. That demon really want to come out. Look at it. That demon really want to come out. Look at it.
Do you want to be screened for an attorney?
care.
Mr. Jones. You stated this time you are currently.
Child, y'all be letting these motherfuckers in your house.
Someone from the public.
Y'all be letting these motherfuckers in your house, man or woman. Child, that demon don't show his true self until when? I'm trying to find that story because it's sad. Like, I felt sorry for that man. But that's what they do. They go out here and meet these witches, you know, and they don't be doing nothing but spells, 24 hours, 7 days a week, love spells. 24 hours, 7 days a week. Where's it at? I need my keyboard. I should have saved it on my save list. That's what I should have did. Dude, what's his name? Have it on his show. Who had it on his show? Oh, I know he had it on his show. Hold up. The other day. I think he had it on his show the other day. Sad, man. He is so fine. This man is so fun. Child. Ugh. Don't let the looks fool ya. Oh no. Was it on his channel? Let me see. Forgot what man had it on his channel about that.
All right, folks.
It's just so sad. Was it him that I was watching it on that channel? Let me see if I can do it this way. I gotta get me another keyboard. It'll be much faster. But y'all be letting these demons in your house. Y'all be letting them in your house. Don't worry. We all did it.
Looking at these videos, I don't know.
We all
if
did it. We all did it. Trust me. We all did it. You'll find out till later on. And you're trying to be a good person. Let me go check on my food real quick. Alright, let's see. I'll clean my room up later on. But gotta dump this ashtray out. Woman ashtray should not be looking like that, y'all. Woman ashtray is supposed to be always empty. Alright, y'all. I know I'm gonna find this. I don't know if it was on his. If I had my keyboard, it'd be much quicker. I know, maybe I just put that name. That's why he ended up taking her out, I guess. You know, I'm trying to. I wish I knew his name. I think he was come on. Alright. Sad story right here. That's what I mean, I ain't gonna say that's what you get, but you out here messing with, once you find out somebody, if she putting spells on them, then I can't say nothing. That's crazy though. Come on. Come on. I don't give a fuck about he said, she said. It's my way or the highway. Fucking with me, he said. Replay. Let me put that name Odie. So I'm gonna put Odie in, because that's what they was fussing about. Yeah, let's see. I gotta plug my keyboard back up. Alright, well. Hey, that's my keyboard. I don't know. It'll pop up again and I'll end up showing it. It'll pop up again and I'll end up showing it. If I can't find it now, it'll pop up on my timeline again somehow. But we'll keep going to the other shit. Told you they be doing that. Like, in my town, all white cars. Everybody got white cars. Everybody. Half the town got white cars. You tell me what that's about. That's part of MK Ultra. That's part of letting you know they part of some shit. Whatever they're part of. Ask me if I give a fuck. I don't. It's some weird ass shit. You know. Some part of some goddamn. Part of some shit. I said MK Ultra because you know how they be doing that. Bunch of white cars 1 minute, bunch of black cars, bunch of yellow cars, bunch of in the line and shit like that. That's part of MK Ultra. And see, that's what I be saying. Like, he was a good guy though. Yeah. They be doing all types of weird shit. Now that is really a demon. You're not gonna convince me that man ain't got no demon connections to him, and he's faking. You can't fake no shit like that. That man had a demon connected. Look, CIA drugged Americans, LSD, hypnosis, and shock act exposed at MK 2 days ago. 2 days ago. See? CIA caught a massive scandal. Americans was heavily drugged. You see that? You see this right here?
Project MK Ultra was not a policy failure or an overzealous program that got out of hand. It was a deliberate, systematic governmental operation that subjected American citizens, prisoners, hospital patients, veterans, ordinary people to LSD, electroshock, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, psychological torture without their knowledge or consent.
Without their knowledge or consent. Do I need to rewind this again? Without their consent. And see, this is what I'm telling you. Like, these people that doing this shit, this MK Ultra out here where I'm at, they ass about to go down for that shit. They're about to go. If you down with that program, you're about to go fuck down. They got CIA already involved in this shit, telling the truth about this shit. So your ass will be going down for that shit.
By the very top of
y'all some dumbass motherfuckers. Motherfuckers just follow anything. They don't give a fuck what they follow, just to torture you. If somebody don't like you, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna join in and I'm gonna go torture you, but never come in your face and say shit. That's what I'm saying. They do that shit hidden. These are the type of cowards. They won't come and tell you they got a problem with you. They start joining into bullshit that eventually is gonna get their ass in trouble. So here we go. Washington, D.C., June 30th. So June 30th, they did this report. As I keep saying, every time I do a reading and I go in about what the fuck I'm seeing they're doing, the next day or days after they come out with the fucking truth. So this was 2 days ago. This is June 30th. Now, I did that reading when? We can go back to that reading of what I said they was doing out here illegally. And you still got people doing like they part of some experiment, like they working for the CIA, some shit like that. They getting paid what? They get free houses to stalk you. You think that's a lie? They put them in your community. Motherfucker don't work. Motherfucker don't do shit but sit around all goddamn day, watch your ass, stalk you. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. They sit around all day and stalk you. They ain't got shit else to do. Nothing better to do with their time but sit there and sweat in the hot ass sun and, you know, and bother you. Because they be trying to make you go off. That's what I'm saying. They know you know they're watching you. But this shit about to end in a minute. That's what I'm trying to tell people is like, we're not getting it. But okay. All right. Let's see what she got to say. This is how you know it's about to end.
Project MK Ultra was not a policy failure or an overzealous program that got out of hand. It was a deliberate, systematic governmental operation that subjected American citizens, prisoners, hospital patients, veterans, ordinary people to LSD, electroshock, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, psychological torture without their knowledge or consent.
Did she say deprivation?
This went on for 20 years on American soil, funded by American taxpayer dollars and authorized by the very top of the U.S. intelligence apparatus. Without objection, the chair may declare a recess at any time. I recognize myself for the purpose of making an opening statement. This hearing is about the crimes committed by the Central Intelligence Agency against the American citizens and the decades of secrecy used to conceal them. The American people deserve a complete and truthful record. The victims and their families deserve acknowledgement, and this Congress has a constitutional obligation to ensure that full declassification is not delayed any longer. Project MK Ultra was not a policy failure or an overzealous program that got out of hand. It was a deliberate, systematic governmental operation that subjected American citizens, prisoners, hospital patients, veterans, ordinary people to LSD, electroshock, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, psychological torture without their knowledge or consent. This went on for 20 years on American soil, funded by American taxpayer dollars and authorized by the very top of the U.S. intelligence apparatus. And this program, when it did end, the men who ran it did not cooperate with investigators. They did not come forward. They committed another crime. They destroyed evidence. The documents this task force has reviewed are unambiguous. In January 1973, the director of the CIA, Richard Helms, prepared to leave office. He personally ordered the destruction of MK Ultra records. The CIA official document in writing states, over my stated objectives, the MK Ultra files were destroyed by the order of DCI Mr. Helms shortly before his departure from office. A separate internal account confirms that Helms telephoned Dr. Gottlieb directly and instructed him to destroy, quote, all files pertaining to drug research and associated activities. Gottlieb compiled 4 people, spent an entire day tearing, burning down 152 files. Then Gottlieb had his personal papers destroyed by his secretary before he retired. The head of the CIA-owned records center protested the destruction in writing, but he was overruled. That is obstruction of justice. That is criminal destruction of federal records, and neither individuals were ever charged with a crime for it. Helms received a $2,000 fine for lying to Congress about an unrelated matter and collected his government pension until he died. Gottlieb retired in rural Virginia and wrote poetry. No one went to prison. No victim was ever formally compensated.
Sound like Machiavelli to me.
For the harm they caused. By 1975, the Church Committee and the Rockefeller Commission had already established through sworn testimony and the surviving 1963 Inspector General report that MK Ultra existed and that the CIA had run a program of human experimentation on unwitting Americans. The scope and detail of what we know today is largely because of an accident. In 1977, an archivist diligently complying with a FOIA request discovered 7 boxes of MK Ultra financial records that had been misfiled and escaped the bonfire. Those 7 boxes included the names of institutions, the name of subprojects, the researchers who participated, the specific operation that the CIA had funded, and without them, the vast majority of MK Ultra would only be a rumor, just as Helms and Gottlieb intended. Those 7 boxes revealed that MK Ultra comprised at least 149 subprojects, operated across more than 80 institutions, and involved 185 non-government researchers. They revealed that the CIA covertly contributed $375,000 to a hospital research wing, which was approved directly by DCI Alan Dulles, which Richard Helms concurrence, so the agency could use unwitting patients as experimental subjects in what their own documents called a hospital safe house. The CIA's Inspector General said in 1963 his classified report concluded that the program had exceeded the agency's legal chapter, and covert testing on unwitting subjects placed the rights and interests of U.S. citizens in jeopardy.
Oh, shots.
The program ran for a decade that we
Y'all know what that is,
and
right?
they ignored their own watchdog. Let me be clear what I believe that we are dealing with here. Administering drugs to people without their knowledge or consent, subjecting humans to psychological torture, and using prisoners and hospital patients as non-consenting research subjects. These are crimes against humanity. The Central Intelligence Agency committed them, and then the director of the CIA was ordering the destruction of evidence. Today, we will hear from 2 witnesses who have spent years unraveling the cover-up that our government ordered. Stephen Kinzer documented the life and crimes of Sidney Gottlieb in his book, Prisoner of Chief, and Tom O'Neill spent over 20 years investigating what the CIA buried and what they obscured that, in my mind, constitute some of the worst notorious crimes against humanity in the 20th century. Their persistence in the research in this hearing is possible simply because they are patriots. The American people deserve the complete record. The victims and their families deserve acknowledgement, accountability, and justice. And this Congress has a constitutional obligation to make sure that the CIA.
Don't forget that.
With that, I'm going to be opening up first questions, and I'll hold my questions to end to Representative Burleson. But before I do pass, I did want to just note a few weeks ago,
so the
we
shots
received reports. There's some
Let's
back
go.
and forth regarding.
Let me show you about this. I'm gonna tell you about the shots. I'm gonna tell you about the shots. You ever been with somebody? Okay, this is shock treatment. You ever been with somebody, right? So I'm gonna tell you, they did it to me a couple times. Okay, this is how you know these motherfuckers be getting paid in this shit. Oh, Arrested Development and Cadillac Chronicles. Okay, I'll be watching Cadillac Chronicles.
You already know what time it is, man.
Y'all need to watch this sometimes.
Today we have.
They drive around. They sing. Got different stars, rappers that be driving around singing. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you about the shock treatment that they do. So I ended up chilling with somebody, right?
I followed this young brother on Instagram.
I ended up chilling with somebody, right? So you know me, my if it's hot, you know, I'm gonna take me a motherfucking shower, bath, something. When they get too hot and I'm sweating. So I asked them if I could take a bath, you know, alcohol bath. That's what I like to take later on because it's hot, you know. And yeah. So I go take a bath. This is shock treatment, y'all. I get in the bathtub. That motherfucker come in there. Ah! Ah! I'm like, what the fuck you doing that shit for? Like, shook me the fuck up. Like, the fuck is that? Just come out of the blue. Ah! Ah! See what I'm saying? You see what the fuck I'm saying? Like, shit like that. That's like some weird ass shit. That's part of the shock treatment. So then, when I get dressed and shit, I go ask him, I said, what the fuck was that? Like, why did you do that? Why did you just come in the shower? You know, I mean, while I'm in there taking a bath, I'm open that door and start shocking me. Like, why you start doing that? I don't know. Oh, okay. All right. So you part of this program too, basically. You was told to do that. And then you know what they'll say? You know what they'll say, y'all? You imagining shit. You imagining shit, bitch. That's what I get tired of. And that's playing games with your mind. Because, bitch, I'm not imagining you coming in here, shot treatment. I'm not imagining your ass coming in there screaming at me, you know, out the blue. I gotta go get me something to drink, y'all, because I gotta take me a shower in a minute, a cold shower in a minute. Get myself ready for the day. Take my vitamins. But yeah, all this shit coming out. Fuck you, pay me. That's where I'm at with it. Fuck all the hustle and bustle. Fuck all that trying to get out of it. Fuck that I don't know who's behind it, who's doing it, who's part of the program. Fuck all that excuses. Fuck all that. You part of it. You part of the problem. They do humiliation rituals over and over and over again, which they don't have a right to. They do it on YouTube. You got certain readers that be helping motherfuckers do that shit, so you know they're getting cashed that. They're getting cashed out to do it to you. They be swearing that you don't know, especially if you're a seer and they know you're a seer. They know that you know. So what you do, you got to stop watching them motherfuckers. Because as I told y'all before, remember I told y'all a long time ago, what they'll do is 1 minute act like they're on your side. They'll draw you in. That's to draw you in. Like they'll start doing a good reading. Like they'll say your sign. They'll draw you in little by little. If you keep watching them, all of a sudden they'll switch up. Oh, that Queen of Wands Sagittarius. Yeah. This and that and that and that. First you was talking nice about me. You know I'm watching you. When you know that I'm watching you, after a while you start switching the fuck up. So that's when I started like writing their names down like, yeah, I'm not going to watch that motherfucker no more because you're behind that MK Ultra. You're behind that mind control shit too. You ain't no seer. You not gifted. You just like MK Ultra motherfuckers. You get paid to MK Ultra motherfuckers. You like doing humiliation rituals. That's part of a humiliation ritual. Like draw you in little by little. Yeah, draw them in. They watching you. They got somebody telling you, yeah, they watching you. They're watching you. Go ahead. And then the next minute, they start talking shit. I told y'all about that shit a long time ago when I recognized like, so, okay, bitch, you know what? I ain't gonna watch your ugly ass no more. And I said it, ugly. Your soul is ugly. Because who the fuck be a part of shit like that? I would never do that to nobody. None of my collectives. I'm not going to sit up there. If I got, look, most of the time when I do my reading, if you recognize, I mostly talk about others. And I tell you to fix yourself. The 6 years I've been on there, my reading's been about other people you've been dealing with. But I would tell you, as my collectives, you need to go and heal. You still need to go heal. You. I'm not going to come on there and talk shit about you. I don't even say most of the time if it resonates. Because I know most of the time it resonates. If I'm a healer, I'm not going to dog you out for shit you did in your past. I know you did something in your past. Everybody did something in their past, made mistakes in their past. Everybody did something. Everybody, including me. But what you do, you heal yourself. Now, when I come on there, I talk about people that's doing shit to you. Because I know they be doing shit to you. Sometimes they egg you on, whatever. We ain't going to make no excuses. But my collective, I tell you, heal yourself. I'm not going to come on there and keep dogging you out about something you did in your past. Just pay attention to my readings. I barely say resonate. I bet it might resonate, it might not. It resonates. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to say that. It resonates. If you are spiritual warrior, if you've been going to spiritual warfare, I don't got to say it if it resonates. It does. Because it's happening to everybody. Especially if you're a seer, psychic, clairvoyant, you trying to go on your path, you're gonna be attacked. So it's gonna resonate. I ain't gotta say if it's gonna resonate. It resonates. So I mostly be talking about what they're doing now, what they trying to do, this and that. But you need to get yourself healed and together. That's what I mostly be talking about. I'm not gonna sit there and bash you, you know what I'm saying, to death about something that you did. Because 9 times out of 10, and they ain't gonna say that because then they'll say you're a narcissist. But 9 times out of 10, you're on a spiritual path, you've been being attacked your whole life, from child up until now. So it's gonna resonate. Take it as it resonates. I'm not doing all that. But like I told y'all before, I've been picking that up. Like every time when they know I'm watching them, she's watching you. Go ahead, little by little. When they know I'm watching them, she's watching you. Little by little, draw it in, draw it in. That's what they be doing. That's part of MK Ultra. Then the next reading, they talking shit about you. And they hope you will keep coming so they can talk shit. Like, nah, bitch. After you did that, bye. I got that type of mindset. Like, no, bitch. Don't act like you ain't got a pass, bitch. Don't let me read you and write you. And see, them 6 years I've been on, even though they've been doing that, I'm a seer. I can see in the dark what these bitches be doing in the background. But do you see me on there? Because I know they're watching me. Do you see me on there bashing them? Doing the same shit? No. A lot of them bitches hoes. They be all acting all holy and sanctified and acting like that's the way they talk in real life. Girl, it's a whole chaos scene behind the scenes. Then they come on there acting normal. That's insanity. That's a psychopath. Like, oh yeah, this is how they start reading like, hi everybody, hope you're having a great day today. Oh yeah, yeah. Bitch, behind the scenes, your ass is a hoe. Your ass is a hoe, and you chaotic, bitch. You don't talk like that every day. Me, I be myself. I me every day. I don't come on there being fake as fuck. Had them bitches as fake as fuck. Chaotic and whores. Have them be trying to find out who your man is so they can try to fuck him. Or find out where you live at. They do a lot of hidden shit behind the scenes. Stealing, scamming. Them bitches be scammers, schemers, hoes. And I said it. And then when they come across a real person or real people on there, you know, they like to dog them out. I meet every day. I'm not going to come on there and be fake. Hey, everybody. Hey, hey. Like they talk like that, do their whole reading. Then when they get off, when that camera cut off, them motherfuckers some heathens. Them bitches be heathens. They go behind the scenes doing different shit to people. Then come back on there like they ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Bitch, you scammers, you schemers, you humiliate. Y'all do humiliation rituals. Y'all whores. And I say, y'all whores. You find people in their community. You find out where they live at. You find people in their community to stalk them. Because I told you I seen a tarot reader out here. A couple of them. One was living down the street from me in a fucking attic. You see what I'm saying? Seen them out here. Stalking me in my community. And 2 other women. I ain't gonna even mention their name because you ain't worth mentioning. But you know I saw you up close and personal. You had to come get a look at me for some reason. That's some weird ass shit. Y'all don't be thinking them goddamn tarot readers be stalking other tarot readers. Yes, they do. I done had 2 women and a man personally stalk me. Well, 2 men stalk me off of YouTube. Find out where I live at and came in my community to stalk me. Thank you. We won't be lying about it. When you hear tarot readers saying, this bitch or this nigga was out here stalking me, it be the truth. It be the fucking truth. They be out here stalking people. They find out where you live at, and they start stalking you. Them bitches ain't nice as they seem. I'm trying to tell you, better watch them motherfuckers that be coming in. Hey, hi. That shit irritating as fuck, bitch, because you know you just was out there stalking somebody. Hello, my collectors. All that other fucking bullshit. Y'all do not talk like that all day and all night to your man, family, nobody. I'll keep my shit 100. These bitches be fake as fuck. They be behind the scenes doing a lot of dirty shit. Lot of dirty shit. And then to get views away from you, they be talking lies on you. That's part of a humiliation ritual too. Like, I'm gonna see if I can get everybody to get away from them. I'm gonna tell them lies. Bitch, you're not a seer. You just talking. You can tell real seers from motherfuckers that just talking shit. They don't be real seers. Half them motherfuckers don't even be reading them cards correct. If I go, let me go do some cards. Now watch this. Now watch this. I'm gonna show y'all something. Motherfuckers don't even be reading these cards correct. They just be saying anything with the cards. They know y'all don't know how to read cards. They know y'all don't know how to read cards. Motherfuckers don't even be reading them cards right. If you don't read cards, read them motherfuckers right. And you got people in your community hiring some of these tarot card readers like you don't know. I be knowing that shit too. And they mad because you a fucking seer. You see that shit? Okay, let me show y'all these cards. So that way you'll know if somebody reading their cards correct. They be saying anything with those cards. That shit don't even be correct, reader. They just saying what they want to say. But using tarot, you might as well just put the goddamn tarot cards down. And just talk. You might as well put them tarot cards down and just fucking talk. So half of them motherfuckers, I don't even watch no more. Especially when I see you not reading them cards correct. You just saying any fucking thing. You talking about your life. Half the time they be talking about their damn life. What they be going through. All the drama they be going through. Pay attention. Half the time you ain't gonna resonate because some of y'all went through some of the shit. But pay attention. They be talking about their own shit. I bet you in my money, if you follow their life, I bet you they be talking about themselves. I be talking about spiritual warfare and shit like that. Exes trying to come back. Shit like that. You know. But I'm cool, calm, collect. Ain't nobody here with me. I'm single. So, no. This shit be crazy. They be talking about their own fucking life. And then it's come stalk people. Them motherfuckers sneaky as fuck. Them motherfuckers sneaky, the men and the women. And you can tell who hired to come on YouTube to do that shit. Like, bitch or nigga, I'm not listening to you. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to read tarot cards so y'all know. I'll be trying to get y'all involved in it. Some people don't want to read tarot cards, but you need to recognize, I'm going to do this one, who reading them cards right. When you find out a motherfucker ain't reading them cards right, they just talking about stories or they was paid to come on there and harass somebody. To talk shit about somebody. That's what they got paid for. Just to come on there and talk about somebody. Let's go. Cause I get tired of that shit.
Get outside.
That shit weird as fuck. How you just come on there fucking with somebody?
Mom,
money.
I need unlimited. How about you, Mom?
Money.
All I need is a few minutes to call your...
Let's go.
Step 1. Get a deck of tarot cards. There are many different kinds, but the popular Rider-Waite deck is the one recommended for beginners. Step 2. Read the book that comes with a new deck to learn the standard meaning of each card. Tarot cards are divided into major arcana, or greater secrets, and minor arcana, meaning lesser secrets. Major arcana represent forces outside our control, while minor arcana represent that which we have the power to change. Major arcana cards are usually marked with Roman numerals. Minor arcana cards are divided into 4 suits: wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. Step 3. Shuffle the cards well, then cut the deck as the person whose fortune you are about to read asks the first question. Step 4. Lay down 4 cards in a diamond pattern.
No, that ain't the one I wanted.
Card represents romance. Moving clockwise, the next card relates to
Let me how to read tarot cards in 10 minutes. So once I start seeing a person is not reading them cards right, I don't watch them no more. Cause then you're just talking, and you being paid to basically harass somebody. That's what you're doing.
Meetings. Instead, do this. You're about to learn all 78 tarot cards in just 2 techniques. There are so many books and videos and resources out there that will give you all sorts of tarot card meanings, including my new book. But that's not enough to give a solid reading. You need to know why the cards mean what they mean. And in this video, you're going to learn the deeper meanings, not through memorizing other people's tarot card meanings, but through understanding the inner system of tarot. What makes it not just a superstitious tool of fortune telling, but a full psycho-spiritual technology of personal inquiry, mystical understanding, and spiritual growth. By the end of this video, you're going to have everything you need to pull a card and really know the message, whether you're reading for yourself or for others. So get your notebook out because we're starting now. To learn these 2 techniques that will teach you the entire tarot deck, you need to understand the structure of the tarot. So if you don't know yet, the tarot is divided into 2 sections, the major arcana and the minor arcana. The major arcana, that means greater secrets, and the minor arcana, meaning lesser secrets. To summarize a lot of esoteric material, the major arcana essentially show us the underlying spiritual shifts and patterns underlying our daily experience. The minor arcana show us how these patterns manifest in our daily lives. With 78 total cards, 56 cards are in the minor arcana and 22 cards are in the major arcana. You're going to learn a technique to easily uncover the meanings of all 56 minor arcana. You're going to learn a second technique to easily uncover the meanings of the 22 major arcana. Let's start with the minor arcana. How do you read the minor arcana? I'm going to teach you the suit symbol method. To use this method, you're going to need to know a little bit about the 4 elements of the tarot. The minor arcana is divided into 4 suits. I'm going to teach you the suit symbol technique so you understand the system that is the minor arcana of the tarot. You'll need to know a little bit about the 4 elements to use this technique, so let's go through them now. Our earliest records of the 4 elements stem from a Greek philosopher mystic named Empedocles. He essentially got enlightened by laying down very still in a cave, kind of like yoga, and then started telling people all about these 4 elements. Esoterically, the 4 elements symbolize 4 worlds of emanation of reality and teach us how the universe is created and destroyed. But that's for another video. In the tarot, they represent 4 common areas of questioning, of personal inquiry. By the way, you can download this for free at tarotmysticismacademy.com/e-books. I have a bunch of free guides that will coincide with this video and some of my other free videos. I will link that in the description below. So once you've downloaded that, let's look at our 4 suits. The first suit is a suit of wands, and it represents fire. Fire represents your career, your ambitions, your creativity, your desire, and mostly your higher purpose, what you're meant here to do. The Suit of Cups represents water, which symbolizes relationships, emotions, intuition, family, love. The Suit of Swords represents the element of air, which represents our mind, our ego, society, our sense of ourselves, but also conflict. The Suit of Pentacles, or discs or coins, as it is in other decks, represents the element of earth, which shows us our materiality, our bodies, our money, our stuff, our wealth, the physical world. So to summarize, the four elements show us how do we get paid, how do we get laid, how do we stay unafraid, and how do we enjoy life's parade. That's all you need to know to start reading the minor arcana of the tarot. This is called the suit symbol method. It involves combining the meaning of the suit and its corresponding element with the scene of the card. This works perfectly with Rider-Waite-Smith-based tarot decks, which is what 95% of today's tarot decks are based off of, but it works with other traditions too. And if you want more on the Thoth deck, y'all know I have many videos on that. All you have to know to use the suit symbol method is to remember that the suit symbol represents the element, symbolizing all that that element is connected to. To understand the meaning of the card, you look at the relationship between the suit symbol and the scene. This gives you the meaning. Let's take the Eight of Swords, for example. If you know that the Suit of Swords represents the mind, then we can see these swords as representing aspects of this person's mind. We see that this woman is bound and blindfolded right in the middle of these swords. She is literally trapped by these swords. You could say that.
So every time I read that shit, trap, entrapment.
Using the same technique for the Five of Cups, we notice somebody is looking downwards at 3 cups that are spilt and 2 cups standing up behind him. If we know that cups represent emotions and relationships, this could represent literal relationships that are done. Relationships that have been spilt could represent a card of loss, grieving, mourning, or breakup. So that technique covers the numbered cards of the minor arcana. But what about the core cards? If you have any struggle reading the core cards, pay attention because this is going to make it so easy. We're going to use the same suit symbol method. All you have to do is remember that the suit symbol represents the element and all that it's connected to, and combine it with the scene of the card. Let's look at the Page of Swords, for example. We have this youth that looks like they're standing on a hill, and it's almost like they're looking back and forth, or they're readying themselves for something. What do we want to do? First, notice the suit symbol. We have a sword. What does the sword represent? Ego, conflict, thought, ideas. Look how they're holding it. They're holding it with a readiness to fight. They're wielding their ego. They are wielding their capacity for conflict. They are wielding their ideas, and they're searching for something. This is somebody who's excited to get their ideas out into the world, excited to learn, but also unafraid of conflict. All of that I just got from combining the suit symbol with the scene. By the way, I have an entire
and also watching. So, like he just said, going back, looking back and forth. Also watching, stalking.
So now that you know how to read the minor arcana, let's move on to the major arcana. What most people don't understand about the major arcana cards is what they really represent. Tarot is a contemporary expression of a unique synthesis of various spiritual and mystical traditions, including Hermeticism, alchemy, Neoplatonism, and more. Many of these Western esoteric traditions stem from a general philosophy of emanation. The idea was essentially God, the divine, the ultimate truth, the absolute, nothing but the truth, so help me God, creates, becomes, or is the world through emanation, meaning that God or the divine sort of reflects or pours itself beyond itself into lower and lower manifestations of itself. This started way back with Plato and probably even before him, but this YouTube video is not a history class, so what does this have to do with tarot? Well, every single major arcana card is an expression of emanation. It expresses how the divine becomes the material. It expresses the very popular Hermetic axiom, as above, so below. For more on Hermeticism and mysticism like this, check out my videos in the description. But what does this have to do with reading the tarot cards? Literally everything. Whenever you pull a major arcana card, the reading is showing you how the divine is manifesting for you in your life, how the above is literally becoming the below. As I told you, we're going into the deeper meanings. This is not your mama's tarot lesson. Each one of these major arcana cards represents the emanation of divine to material in a different way. But how do you know which way? How do you know what they mean? Well, luckily for you, I've created a guide that goes through every one of the major arcana cards and shows you the relationships between the divine and the material. You can download this at tarotmysticismacademy.com/e-books or with the link in the description. Once you've downloaded that, let's begin. As I said, each of the major arcana cards will represent to you a relationship between the divine and the material. Another way to look at this is that each major arcana card represents its own little creative process. They each create differently. For example, the Fool represents how something comes out of nothing. The Fool represents somebody walking off a cliff, literally into possibility, or as Arthur Edward Waite would say, spirit in search of experience. So the Fool represents something coming out of nothing, and this can be anything. To really understand the Fool, you're going to want to write and think about how you, as an agent of the divine, as a manifestation of the absolute, have created something out of nothing. The Magician, on the other hand, represents the movement from the subject to the object. You, the subject, your consciousness right now, observing an object. This video, if you're still watching. And thanks if you are. In the Magician card, we see a ceremonial magician draw the energy from the divine into manifestation. The objects are the 4 suits on his table. The subject is, in one sense, him as the magician, but in another sense, the divine itself. The magician thus represents how we mold our realities by reaching our energy outwards into objects of our experience. So whether that's through our talents, our gifts, our abilities, our knowledge, people, places, and things, it's all about how we manipulate the objects of our life to create the life we want. It's all about manifestation. Speaking of manifestation, if you want to manifest more tarot knowledge, I invite you to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when I put out more videos on tarot, mysticism, and beyond. Let's move on to the Priestess. The Priestess represents the conscious going into the subconscious. So very simply, she represents the subconscious, whether that's the intuition, the divine feminine, secrets, or the unknown. Literally, in the card, you can see the energy going from above into below. She is a personification of the subconscious threshold between conscious experience and unconscious secrets. Pretty much every major arcana illustrates the movement of energy from literally above to literally below. By following the imagery on the card and the words that I offer you in this guide, you'll have the major arcana in no time. For more detail on the major arcana card, see the video in the description where I'll go through all the majors. What are your thoughts? What have you found effective? Comment on this video and let me know what has helped you and what you would like to see more of.
And that's another thing that I'm saying. If y'all see cards upright, they be reading it in reverse. I'll be noticing that too. Like, that's not, you're not reading them cards because that card is not in reverse. That card is upright. So you're reading it in reverse when it's upright. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of them do that shit. You gotta pay attention. If they upright, it would mean whatever it is upright, good. If they read in reverse, it's bad. A lot of them be taking them cards and they be upright and they be still talking, you know, oh, this means this and this. No, you're reading that card is upright and you're reading that in reverse. And I notice they be doing that on the Queen of Wands for some reason. That's why I know they be trying to fuck with people. You know, that's a Queen of Wands. That should be upright. They'll read that shit in reverse. That's how you know they ain't a good card reader. Like, you're not even reading the cards. Like, you're saying what you basically directing your shit towards somebody. That's what you're doing. You're sitting up here directing that shit towards somebody you know that's watching. That's what you're doing. You know somebody watching, and you're saying what you want to say to them, do them goddamn cards, because you're not even reading the fucking cards right. And I caught a lot of them doing that shit. Like, when they know you watching, like, okay, and I'm looking at the cards, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, Them cards is upright. Why are you reading them cards in reverse? Because you directing something at somebody. And that is a form of magic. That is a form of witchcraft. So you try to perform witchcraft while they watching. That's what you're doing. Those are motherfuckers that stop watching. Because you're personally talking shit. That's what you're doing. You're using your cards to personally talk shit about somebody that you know that's watching. So you can't play games with my mind. I've been doing it 6 years, and I've been noticing that. Even when I first came on this bitch, when I was going through all that, motherfucker doing witchcraft, hair magic, they even did all that shit. Still came through that shit. My ancestors gonna show me how to get through that shit. It's a lot of witches and warlocks on this goddamn YouTube in Terrorland. And they hide that shit well. They real manipulative. They hide that shit. You would never suspect these are dark witches and warlocks. But I know all of them. And they know I do. And before I get it out, or they think they're going to get exposed, they start talking shit. That's what they do. Oh, you ain't going to get this out that I did witchcraft on you. I know you know because you're a seer. You know. I know you know because you're a seer. I know you know I did something last night. Just like I seen, like I said, when I close my eyes, it look like animation. Like cartoon. Like I seen a bitch pulling cards on me. I seen her table. I seen the cards. I seen everything start pulling cards on me. And then they know I know. So before I even can get out, if I was going to talk about it, seen the table and all. So this is a reader that they never show their face. You better watch them people too. They never show their face, but they just show the cards. So this was a reader that, because I didn't see the face, I just saw the hands, fucking claws, and the hands and the tarot cards, pulling cards on me. And then before I get it out, the next day, if I'm about to be on my show, they know you coming on your show because they witches. They'll start talking shit. You go on their channel and they know you coming to their channel, and they'll start talking shit because they do necromancy. They be doing necromancy. So they be getting answers from the dead. Questions, they ask the dead questions and shit like that. So that's how they get a head start. They know you gonna come watch them. And then what the bitch will do is start talking shit. No, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Ask me if I give a fuck. And these people think they gonna never get karma for, you know, sending witch. And then what they'll do, they lie and say you doing witchcraft on me, or she does witchcraft just to have, you know, ambition to go do witchcraft for no reason. So a lot of these motherfuckers did witchcraft on me for no reason. So if you think that shit ain't coming back, they know that shit coming back. You said somebody do witchcraft and they don't. All they do is worship their ancestors. That's not witchcraft. They show their ancestors gratitude. That's not witchcraft. You just need ambition because you seen that person was ascending, and so you tried to fuck them up and stop them. That's what you tried to do. That's the whole thing right there. You seen they was ascending, and you wanted to stop them because you thought they was in competition with you, bitch. As I said when I first came on there, I don't even watch half of y'all. The one that I was watching, y'all got her kicked off because y'all said the same thing. She was doing witchcraft. She just was a good reader. And this is what y'all do when y'all feel as though somebody is a good reader. You try to kick them off, get people away from them because you start lying on them when you're the main one. You're projecting your shit on them. Y'all witches and y'all warlocks. And you mad because they pick it up that you're a witch or dark warrior. Y'all do a lot of witchcraft behind the scenes. And you're afraid they're going to expose your ass. And before they expose you, you try to put your projections on them. That's what they be doing out here. You put them through humiliation. It's a whole group of them. They all know each other. They all fuck each other. Some of them get mad because you won't fuck them. The niggas on there that's tarot readers be fucking these other tarot readers. They mad. That's why they come stalk you. They find out where you live at and they start stalking you. I told you I done seen a couple men and 3 women out here where I stay at. And they know I saw them. And like I said, before I go tell that I saw them out here and they're stalking me, they'll go tell some fucking lie. Well, you know what, bitch? If you try to tell, this is what I'm going to do. I get my group to come after you. That's what they do. Because they part of some group, Eastern Stars, E5, wherever the fuck they're part of, some type of organization. They all part of some damn organization. Sororities, sisterhood, brotherhood, wherever the fuck they are part. They went to school together, all that other fucking shit. And they all became tarot readers. And decided to go attack real motherfucker readers. And then start I'm going to just put my projections on them. That's what they do. I'm going to put my projections on them. All you got to do is put your projections on them, girl. Whatever you doing, just say they doing. That's what they do. Whatever you doing, just say they doing it. And that'll make it seem like we got a right to attack them. And we tell people they doing this, but we know we doing it. It'll make it seem like it's okay for us to attack them. People will look at it like, that's what you get. That's what you get for attacking them. No, bitch. Y'all be jealous. Y'all be jealous of readers. Seers, real seers. Y'all be faking it to make it. 9 times out of 10, they be telling their own story, what they going through, what they just did the night before. That's just point blank. And then they get mad at real seers because they know we see them, what you're doing. So all the motherfuckers that attack me for no fucking reason, you already know that shit coming back. That's why I ain't worried about you. Man or woman. Now you got some of them trying to be on your side. Like, you know, they help you attack. They was behind the scenes. Okay? They was behind the scenes. Then they got these warlocks. These bitches that be fucking them. Told them lies. I think they doing witchcraft. And they the main one doing it. They done fucked them. And now they finding out. Half these men finding out who was the real dark witches. They help you attack them with witchcraft. Now half of them niggas trying to act like they on your side now. After they did witchcraft on you. Now they know they did it for no reason. Now they broke up. Or they ain't fucking no more. Now they telling on the person. Y'all need to just pay attention to that shit. You be able to tell, like, yeah, you was fucking around with that bitch. And then she lied. You started attacking with them. And now y'all ain't fucking no more. She done dissed your ass for somebody else. Played your ass. And now you try to be on that person's side like they gonna fuck you. Like, what? And then some of them narcissists, like, no, we know you know I'm a seer, so you know know you've been fucking that bitch that attacked me, and you think you gonna come fuck me after you fuck that bitch? And y'all both was attacking together? You did that dirty shit? And you think somebody wanna hop on you? Nigga, you must be out your right mind. And then some of them male narcissists, oh, you don't wanna mess around with me? Everybody else mess around with me. Then guess what? I'm gonna do more witchcraft. That's what they do. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. They go behind the scenes fucking with you. They do all types of dirty shit. After they attack you with the bitch. That's point blank. Nobody wants you. And they get mad when you said it. You notice every time I say nobody don't want you, you notice they go behind the scene and do something else. If y'all notice the 6 years I've been on here, every time I say nobody don't want you, they'll go behind the scene, I'll tell you they did something else. Like, for instance, you know I go to mental health. You found out where I go to mental health at, and you made a bomb threat. You see what I'm saying? And y'all heard that on that video. You don't see me lying about shit. Everything I'm telling you is pure fucking truth. That's a nigga or a bitch. A hating bitch. You know what I'm saying? Mad because they can't control you. So they'll find any way to try to control the narrative or control you, bitch. And you still can't control me. So you can keep trying. It ain't gonna work. And they do shit hidden. And then what they'll do, come in your face after they know there was the one behind shit. And that's that sneaky shit I don't like. I'm like Chief Keef, don't like. I don't like sneaky ass, hissing ass, sneaky ass motherfuckers. And then you'll come smile in their face like you had nothing to do with nothing. And you know we know. You know we know. That's weird. You weird as fuck, nigga. You a weird ass nigga. Or a weird ass bitch. Who the fuck want to be around a snake? Laying down with a demon. Because that's all you're going to be laying down with is a demon. That would be the type of person you'll lay down with them and then they'll go behind your back, talk behind your back, do all types of evil shit, witchcraft on you. They already did witchcraft on you behind the scenes. So why the fuck would I let you come in after you already did witchcraft, bitch? Weird ass. I told you. Y'all better watch these motherfuckers. And then they get mad because you get through their witchcraft. They get mad because you get through their witchcraft. Like they made it through, they found a way. Yeah, that's some spirit guides telling us how to get through that. All that shit. And then the thing is, they'll laugh about the witchcraft they did on you with the bitch. And then we trying to come in. That's the weird shit about it. They narcissists. They're narcissists. Something is wrong with them. It might be all that witchcraft coming back. That's what it might be. They be having deity attachments, all that shit. Them demons be on them. And they know I see it on them. You better watch who's like getting your energy. If y'all like to watch tarot, you need to be very cautious of who you giving your energy to. Because I'm going to repeat this one more time. They know that you're watching them. And if you know you're a target person, gang stalking, you're part of gang stalking, they will hire these people and let them know you're watching them, cash at them, and then get you under mind control. You better be very cautious. Once you see that, how they draw you in, so what they say if you're a Gemini. Say if you're a Gemini, and you know you're a Gemini, and you go watch somebody, and they start talking about Gemini. Gemini, they're going to keep repeating it. Gemini, there's a Gemini, there's a Gemini. Oh, Gemini, you're so lovely. You're so nice. You're so empathetic. But somebody's been trying to use you. They're going to do probably 3-4 of those readings good, talking about you. By the fourth one, Gemini, you're an asshole. They're going to start talking shit about you. Soon as they start that shit, don't go back to them. Because all they're going to do is draw your ass back in. Start talking nice again. Oh, they're not watching you no more. So, you got to go back. You got to go back and do this shit. They ain't watching you no more. They want that payment, so they're going to draw you back. And some of them be doing that magic. Draw you back because they witches and warlocks. Start talking nice again and start it again. I'm trying to tell you, real seers from not seers. Motherfuckers don't be reading them goddamn cards. When they doing shit like that and they really reading them cards right, they're not too serious about tarot or helping people. What they doing is trying to tear you the fuck down. I'm trying to tell you, I'm giving you a secret. I'm trying to tell you. What they're really actually trying to do is they part of that MK Ultra shit is trying to tear you down. But what they don't know is they about to get in trouble for it. As we see, as I just showed you those videos, they're about to get in trouble for that shit. They're going to have to compensate you for doing that shit. So if they're joining that shit now, I feel sorry for them. Because when this shit go down, they're going down with it. If they got payments from people to torture you, they going down with that shit. They're going to have to owe you some fucking money. And that's straight up. And some of these tarot readers be watching you in your room, in your house. They got cameras up in your house watching you and shit, listen to your conversation, seeing what you're going through. Most of them sit up there, go on there and lie. Like if you have been single for years, they'll go on there and say that you out here messing around and all that stuff, lying and shit on you. They'll say the opposite of what you're doing. I noticed that too. Because I ain't dealing with nobody. If I'm dealing with somebody, trust me, they're going to be on my channel. Anybody I was dealing with, you will see them on my channel. I'll make sure they don't hide shit. I'll make sure they be on my fucking channel. Saying hi or something. If I'm dealing with them. Or dealt with them. They're going to be on my channel. I'm going to show their face. That's just point blank. I keep that shit 100. So, you motherfuckers sit up there and lie on me and they ain't on my channel. You can say whatever. You trying to make somebody look bad because your ass is a hoe. That's what I'm trying to say. You put projections on people. That's why some of them I don't even watch no more. Because you're a liar, you're a manipulator. I would never want to be your friend. You the type of person that go behind people back and gossip about them and lie on people. You don't tell the truth. Man or woman. I don't deal with storytellers. I deal with real motherfuckers. Man or woman. If you're a real motherfucker, you keep that shit honest with me. I keep that shit honest with you. I take in shit. If you tell me something, I process that shit. I ain't gonna go back and forth with you arguing about that shit about me. If you feel that way about me, I'm gonna go take it and process it and at least try to heal that part of me. But what you're not gonna do is lie on me and put projections on me when I know it's you. That's just bottom line with me. That's how I always got down. You real with me, I'm real with you. You say something about me you don't like, at least I'm gonna try to process it. If I really want to be your friend or your woman or whatever, at least I'm gonna process it and try to straighten it out. Other than that, I ain't gotta straighten shit out for your ass if I know it's you. That's why half these motherfuckers I don't even watch no more. They weird as fuck. Let me go get me some ice soda because I gotta take my vitamin, child. I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm telling you. Y'all see that shit happening? Do not connect to these motherfuckers no more. They trying to connect the cord. Do not connect to them motherfuckers no more. You see them doing that shit to you? Get your ass up out of there quick. And never go back. If you feel like somebody drawing you or whatever, go keep getting them spiritual showers to disconnect their energy from your energy. Because there was a witch. She's a dark witch. She was in my energy for years. Never seen her until, started attacking me, and I ain't the only one that the girl was attacking. Just came out of nowhere attacking me for no reason. Like, bitch, what the fuck is you attacking me for? I'm not in competition with nobody. And the bitch act like she a retard and didn't understand that. And you gotta keep repeating that, you a retard. Thinking everybody in competition. Like, what? Girl, everybody on here doing their thing. Everybody got different ways of reading, doing their fucking shit. That shit was weird. It took me years to get that witch out my goddamn energy. And trust me, don't never want to connect to that again. I don't even know how any man can deal with that. Hell to the no. Then you got some niggas that's on here that connected to that thing, and you can tell. Because they act just like the bitch. They act just like the bitch. Talk shit like the bitch. They be all part of that E5. They mostly be from Atlanta. They be that E5 shit. That devil shit. fuck out of here. And there's other readers that be picking up on these same people that I be picking up on that be doing that shit. They be reading about it. Like, I know one person was like, I seen him do a reading and he was like, I don't know what this person think they're doing. Like, what are they doing? Like, you just coming on here talking shit. You're not doing no reading. You're not healing nobody. So what are you doing? What is the purpose of you doing this? You're not doing no type of healing work. What is your point of doing this? Talking shit. Just coming on there talking shit. And so I got so much ascensions that now to the point where though before I used to be going back and forth, watching. I got to the point now, I just cut them straight the fuck off. Like, hell no. You're not messing with my ascensions. You're not connecting no cord to me. Whatever. You're not doing none of that. You might well get your ass offline. Cause it's not gonna work, boo-boo. You know how they say the higher you go, the more devils. So they get other high-ranking demons. You know, after you got rid of one demon, here come another one. But you know, no, ain't coming another one. What's gonna happen is you're gonna be disconnected real fucking quick. Cause ain't nobody gonna do that shit again. They want you to go do another cycle of being connected to a witch or a warlock. You might well get your ass offline because that shit ain't happening. Ain't nobody paying attention. I pay attention to real seers. Or I be watching shit that make me laugh or some shit like that. Other than that, or some shit that I'm gonna learn something from. Other than that, I'm not watching you. Fuck I need to watch you for. You're not healing me. You over here talking shit and think I don't see it. And think your ass ain't gonna be handled by the ancestors either. I don't give a fuck what you with. Your ass gonna get handled. Playing games. Like I told you, it's a trickster energy. They be playing with that SU, E5 shit, that trickster energy. They be doing the trickster shit. Tricking people's mind. And you about to get in trouble for that. That's what I'm saying. And they find out you're doing MK Ultra or humiliation rituals, your ass going down with the government. Because who the fuck is paying you? Because you're not doing it for free. I'm not going to go bother nobody for free. You're getting paid. And there's records of you getting paid. Cash App, whatever. PayPal. There's going to be records, financial records of your ass getting paid to go fuck with somebody. Because you're not doing that shit for free. Trust me, they not. And then not only that, they scammers. They got professional hackers hacking your shit. Or they know police officers, or they know somebody in the justice system that hacks your shit. It ain't gonna be too long this going on, y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Just hang on in there a little while longer. Because y'all see it's coming out, right? Little by little. What these motherfuckers be doing. This evil shit they be doing. And then you're gonna find out they been doing witchcraft. That shit gonna come out. How much witchcraft is going on YouTube. The dark witches and the warlocks. How much witchcraft they be performing. Necromancy, all that shit. That shit about to come out in a minute. Watch what I tell you. Everything I say come to light. Everything I say come to light one way or another. Y'all ain't got too long to deal with these motherfuckers. They all gonna get their fucking karma one way or another. You're gonna go to jail. Something gonna happen. Whatever. You keep fucking around with ancient energy, you're gonna find out the hard way. And that's just point blank. And then they'll say you doing necromancy because you can see in the dark. No, these are my gifts I was born with. I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing in the dark. I be in your conversations. I see what the fuck you accepting payments at Cash App, the fuck with people's minds. You're part of that MK Ultra. That's not gonna last too long. Half of y'all motherfuckers from Atlanta or know somebody from Atlanta that be in that E5 shit. doing that goddamn witchcraft. You done hired dark practitioners, dark witches to do witchcraft on people, on certain people. Either you trying to get something out of them, you trying to steal something from them, whatever. Y'all, I'm tired of talking about them inheritance, property, homes. They be trying to get your homes, all that shit. These motherfuckers be bums. They be acting like they got so much money. These motherfuckers be bums. How they get their shit is scamming other people. Out their shit, out their homes, out their houses, out their money. They be finding out people wills, try to find out if people left you something in the will, then they try to off you with witchcraft, you get what I'm saying, so they can get it for themselves. Shit like that. Y'all better be very careful with these motherfuckers. And they know I see, and I'm gonna expose your ass, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to expose the light and the motherfucking dark, bitch. Have these motherfuckers dark. They do dark shit behind the scenes, then like I said, come on in, hello, collectives. Shut the fuck up. And I said it, bitch. And she know who I'm talking to. And she be on my channel. You got a call on my other phone. Let me see. You got a number? I don't know why you ain't just go buy you one of those phones with some minutes on it. A flip phone. Put it all in the refrigerator. Well, let me know when you find it. Child, it's called organization. Organization. You know, some of these older folks, you be trying to help them like organize, get they, stay organized and things like that. I'll be on that just in case shit. I'll be on that just in case shit. Like, for instance, I don't care if people can drive. Well, you should be teaching everybody in the house to drive, right? I'll be on this. If it's an emergency, state of emergency, I don't give a fuck if it's a and you fix it up. Say there's a state of emergency. Every person should have a car. Just in case you got to evacuate. Have a emergency bag, emergency kit, all that shit in that car already. Money, saving money, all that. You should have that shit in your car. Everybody in your house should learn how to drive. I don't give a fuck how old they are. Well, yeah, 5-year-old, no. But you know what I'm saying. You should have, I'll be on that just in case shit. Everybody should have a car. Everybody. At least parked in front of your house, your backyard, something. You should have that. Just in case. I don't give a fuck they ain't got a license or not. You should have that shit. Straight up. And then you need to learn that law about, you really not supposed to have, I know they passed a law a long time ago, DOJ, what was that, DOJ, or I think that was in the big court, Supreme Court, that you really don't have to have a license. You really don't have to have a license to drive. That's just a way for them to get money. You need to check that law out. And you need to know that section, that code section, and let motherfuckers know right there. Like the Supreme Court already ruled, section that we really don't need a license to fucking drive. Now how you gonna rule over the Supreme Court? I'm gonna have to get that book and write all them numbers down. You gonna have to put that on the refrigerator. You gonna have to put them numbers on the refrigerator and stuff. Uh-huh. 8832. Janet, this is Michelle, Christine's daughter. My mom lost her phone, so you can call this number back when you get this message, or we're trying to call you later. She's trying to get in touch with you, so y'all can go over Brad's house tomorrow for the 4th of July. Just give me a call back. We'll call you later. Yeah. It'd be some weird shit. I be trying to tell you. I be trying to tell y'all what be going on, man. I be trying to tell y'all what's going on. That's just point blank and be on cue with these people, man. You have some wicked people out here. You have some wicked motherfuckers out here. And the thing is, it's almost near the end where it's going to be a new heaven, change, ascensions, enlightenment, and you still got people going with that evil shit. That's what surprised me. Like, you know it's the end, but you still going with your evil ass plots. Like, if by now it didn't work, if it didn't work by now, your mind control and all the other shit, witchcraft and none of that, why are you still going? Oh, that's what it was, the O'Neill Family Massacre documentary. I'm going to show y'all what this dude did, man. And this is what I'm saying about these demons. And then they want to go protect themselves. Like, you know, let me take my vitamin, y'all. I'll be telling y'all about that, too. You know, fish oil vitamins, shit like that. I got to clean my room up. I done sprayed my room. I done did all that. Where my vitamin at? There you go. Went back there. And like I said before, some of these men, they be more into witchcraft than a damn woman. They get addicted to that shit. Because when they see it's working or they hate a woman so bad, them motherfuckers go behind the scenes and do some witchcraft. You know, they see you with somebody else, you done left them alone from their doings, or it just didn't work out, you're not a match. And they'll go behind the scenes just to practice that shit because they have fun doing that shit. That should be weird as fuck. Let's go on this one. The one I said with he's a demon. And I seen them eyes go red. Y'all, I hope y'all seen that shit. I hope y'all rewind that shit back and see that shit. That shit was weird. Oh, that's called frogging. That's called frogging. What's her name? What's your name? Liz. Hello. That's called frogging. It's called frogging. That's what they call it, frogging. So they be in your house, hiding little spots. You know, places that you don't look and shit. You know, they think you ain't gonna look, like you never go. It's called frogging. They be right there in your house, moving around and shit, sneaking around and shit. That's what that's called. That shit creepy. Somebody be in your house while you sleeping. That's called frogging. Go look it up. Frogging in somebody's home. You know, some people had people living in their home the whole time. They ain't know people was living in the attic. Shit like that. They made a whole bed. All that shit. That's frogging. That's why every now and then y'all should be checking y'all attics out, y'all basements out. All that. Yo, I'm going to get my friend to come tell you. I'm going to get my friend to come tell you, and if he want to tell you, about, you know, his significant other had a whole dude living in the basement. That shit was weird. Like, how do you even, that's dangerous. I would never think, had a whole dude with a bed in a basement. Had a whole dude living there while the man was there. Like, y'all be doing some weird ass shit. Dangerous shit. That's another form of emotional abuse. Because then you'll deny it. And the bed is right there. Like, what the fuck? Who living in the basement? Like, if my friend want to come tell you the story, he can come tell you that story. That shit weird as fuck. Like, he a nice guy. You know, that's the one lost his virginity to me. We ain't gonna go no further than that, but that's the one lost his virginity to me. And, you know, and end up getting married to somebody, child, went through a whole, some strange ass shit. Like, these bitches, and I said bitches because y'all be karmic, do some weird ass shit. Like, how the fuck you have a whole nigga living in the basement? And they know me, you know, and me and him used to have fun. I mean, we used to crack up. Me and him silly together. Like, if we get around each other, all we do is laugh. Like, we goofy as fuck. I don't know what it is about us, but we goofy as fuck. I don't give a fuck where we at, in the mall, in a movie theater. I don't give a fuck. We goofy together. You know, we even when we look at each other, we just start cracking the fuck up. Cause it's just those memories, like, you know, every time we get around each other, we're goofy. Like, it's crazy. That's probably the only one that, like, when I was growing up, knew me for a long time, that we're just goofy as fuck around each other. You know what I'm saying? Goofy. Always laughing. I don't give a fuck. We laugh at anything. Just goofy. I think he had cancer. Yeah, he had cancer. I think he had cancer. I'm Sagittarius. But we just goofy. You know, that's the only one in my life, like I said, we always was goofy. Laughing. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if we don't see each other for years and I pop the fuck up and I see him, we're cracking the fuck up. That's how we are. That's the type of shit I like, even as friends. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be in a relationship. We ain't gotta be married. We ain't gotta do none of that. We just tight as hell with that goofy shit. Motherfuckers out here nowadays don't even know how to fucking laugh. They all serious and shit. Like, I don't like somebody all serious and shit all the time. Like, I like to fucking laugh. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You like under a program. That makes me think you're under some type of program. You can't even fucking laugh. You serious all the time? I don't like people like that. That's why I stay away from people. Because they always, let's put it this way. Still, I don't like people like that. Even as friends. If I did have girlfriends. I had one girlfriend. She was a Sagittarius. Her birthday, it's probably like in high school, the only friends I had is 2 friends. Girls, yeah, 2 girls that I used to hang with. A black girl, and one of them was mixed, black and white. And the one that was mixed with black and white, her birthday on the same day I am, Sagittarius. And we used to, that's the other one, all day. We had classes together all day. We goofy as fuck. I mean, to the point we're on the floor and we get kicked out of the classroom. That's what I'm saying. Like, shit like that. We just see each other start fucking cracking up. That was one of my friends, you know, and the other one was a black girl. That's why I said I don't be having too many friends. Cool, we connect, we good, and you're not on no weird ass, you know, hating ass fucking shit. I hate a hating bitch. As soon as I start seeing a bitch hating, like you try to down me and shit like that, we shouldn't be like that if we're women. We should be lifting each other the fuck up. You know, complimenting each other or some shit like that. Or like I said, chilling when we go to the club. You shouldn't be on no hating shit. You know, I'm that type of bitch. If you ain't got it, I'm gonna go buy you an outfit. Make sure you look good. Make sure your makeup on fleek. That tells you I ain't no hater and I ain't jealous. If I go out looking good, you gonna go out looking good with me. You know, that's the type of person I've always been. If I get anybody to tell you that. If I'm going out and you ain't got no money to go out, your makeup gonna be on fleek, your hair gonna be on fleek, your ass gonna be on fleek when we go out. I got you. But one thing you ain't gonna fucking do, and like I said before, and I'm a real bitch, being in total control of herself, is hate or gossip. I hate that shit. And I'll let you know when I first meet you, you start that gossip shit, I'm getting the fuck away from you. Anything I hear my name in, and I know I don't gossip, and people know I don't gossip, I'm coming for you. I'm telling you, that's just how I was raised. I'm coming for you, because I keep that shit 100. Next thing you know, you'll get a knock at the door. And I did it before. If I go in there and ask my mom right now, she gonna tell you, one by one, I'm knocking on them doors. And you know I ain't telling a lie, because you see I ain't telling her to say this. Watch this. Watch this shit. Mom, where you at? Okay, you remember You remember Tisha and them, right? You remember Tisha, April, Jasmine, all of them, right? You remember when they came to my house over April, acting like they was going to jump me, right? What did I do after that?
Confront all of them.
Confront all of them, what, one by one, right?
Yeah.
Went to their house, one by one.
Yeah.
What'd they do?
Nothing.
Exactly. Not a damn thing. Exactly. I ain't got to lie, Craig. I do not play. I do not play with niggas. I do not play with bitches. I do not do that. And if you're my friend, and the sad thing about that day, they was girls. That's my she was on my channel. She came on there live. She came on there live one day and talk about, you know, my dance group and, you know, all that shit. She was on my live. We all, you know, back then, I was in my 20s. That's when they used to call me Little Kim. And, you know, back in those days, you know, that's my sister's sister-in-law. So she used to come over because we're family now. She had girlfriends, those whole girlfriends. They'll come over. I have my own place. They'll come over. I tell them they're allowed to have company. We chill. We watch movies. Back then, I used to smoke, you know, drink and smoke because I'm in my 20s. Go to clubs, shit like that. But mostly used to chill in the house. You know, took them all out to Red Lobster, them and their friends. We used to chill, smoke, drink. But one day, this girl that hang with them, and I told them all in the beginning, I said, I'm going to tell you like this. We're going to keep that shit 100. You come in my house, you going to keep that shit 100. You can relax, you do what you want. You can go in my refrigerator. You make a mess, you clean up, whatever. We ain't going to have no problem, no issues, you know. But if y'all start that gossiping shit, if y'all got something to say to somebody, don't do that talking behind each other back. You do that shit, you know, go to each other and y'all say what y'all got to say. Don't start that going behind each other back doing it. So what happened that day? So the girl, April, she looked just like Aaliyah. She looked exactly like Aaliyah. So, you know, she thought she was top shit, top notch. So we go to some festival in Hartford, Connecticut. Hartford, the Taste of Hartford. That's what they call it. And we go there. I know she had beef. I did not know she had beef, you know, with girls in her school. So that day we go, I'm chilling with her, and some girls confront her. Some girls confront her from her school, like they wanted to jump her. And I told her, I said, By then, my name rang bells. My name rang bells. And I said, do you know who I am? And they was like, who? I said, they call me Little Kim. And I was like, you think you're going to put your hands on her? It's like 5 of y'all. Y'all could take one of y'all and fight her. Y'all not going to all fight her. I'm going to tell you like that. So the thing is, I took up for that girl that day. You know, and then later on that night, you know, that bitch went and said some bullshit behind my back. So they all came to my house that night when I wasn't there, because she went and lied on me with, you know, my sister-in-law. She also my sister-in-law, I guess. And they all came to my house like they were going to jump me. Like, and my boyfriend at the time told me, do you know they all came to the house? I said, oh, word? They all came. They know that you shouldn't do that. Like, you know you had to come deep. You know you had to come deep to confront me. You know that. So, bam. The next day, me and my mom came over. I told her what happened. I told my ex, I said, I'm gonna wait till early in the morning. Watch this shit. So bam, my mom came over to visit me, and I told her what happened. I said, come on with me, cause look, they already know they fucked up. They already know they fucked up. So one by one, it was like 6 of them. One by one, even my sister-in-law, I confronted her ass in front of her mother. One by one, I went to their house and knocked on their door. They was surprised as fuck. Like, I'm saying, and all I said was, what's up? I heard y'all came to my house last night to what? I heard y'all had y'all running sneakers on, all that shit. What was you planning on doing? Nothing. Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I be talking about the crew, the groups. And the sad part about y'all always chilling in my house. That's the shit I'm talking about. Like, I was nice enough to let you spend the night on my house, chill with y'all niggas, took y'all to dinner, cooked dinner, drank, smoked with me, and then you turn around over somebody lying, which I already told you, if that shit ever happens, you come confront me. You don't come confront me with all of y'all. Like, if one of y'all got a problem, you do that. Yeah, I dismantled that shit real quick. And they was never allowed to come in my fucking house again. Because I already told you in the beginning what the fuck was up. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. Like, betrayal like that, like, I don't deal with shit like that. Once you do that to me and I was cool with you, chill with you, to me, that's like a Judas. If you couldn't be a woman and come tell me what somebody said and let me confront them, you know, in front of you to confirm that shit is a lie, you know it's a lie. And then later on what they say is, I knew it was a lie, so why did you even go with it? Drunk, high, something? Like, that's weird. And you know I'm cool as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna lie about shit. I don't talk about how I'm people back. I don't do none of that shit. You know this already about me. You've been around me a long time. You should know this shit. But you went with the flow. You was feeling some type of way. You know, like, I don't know what got into your asses that night. The demons? A demon must have got into a bitch and you found out the hard way. And I do that shit to niggas too. Damn sure Skippy, I knock on niggas' doors too. If you a gossiping bitch ass nigga and you out here putting my name out here, lying on me, you gonna get a knock at the door. And trust me, I got plenty of niggas to say that I do so. I do not play with bitch ass niggas. A man shouldn't be out here gossiping like a woman. So that let me know you're a bitch. And I'm gonna bitch you out. That's what I'm talking about. If you cool, calm, collect, we good. If you want some bullshit and all that other whack ass shit I don't got time for, I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not. Nigga or bitch. I'm not gonna play with mamas too. They can get dragged too. Trust me on that. Because a mama shouldn't be out here involved in nothing but taking care of your home, your husband, and doing what you gotta do for your children, your grandchildren, your great-grands. You shouldn't be old as hell out here gossiping, talking about people that you don't have nothing to do with. You can get dragged too. Trust me on that. You can get your old ass dragged too, since you like to be in excitement, entertainment, entertaining people with your mouth. You can get punched in it. Then they'll be out here, respect your elders. Well, your elders need to be respecting other people too. It goes both ways. If you out here disrespecting people and you running your fucking mouth instead of handling your business at home, because I know I'm 51 years old, so I know my place. If I was married, I know my place. I already don't be into gossiping all out in the streets and shit like that. So I'm good, balanced with that shit. But I know one thing, I'm not going to be sitting out here getting into gossiping on the phone. I hate that shit with a passion. I hate to hear a bitch, an older bitch on the phone gossiping. I hate that shit with a passion. That shit is irritating. Like, you old as fuck. Why the fuck is you sitting out here gossiping? Why you're not handling, you can take that time and energy and handle your fucking business. Why are you out here old as fuck gossiping on the goddamn phone? Like, that shit is irritating. Gossip to me alone, it don't matter you old or young, it's irritating to me any fucking way. Because why'd you gossip? Why you can't go in that person's face and say what the fuck you got to say? You so bold. That's weird. Like, you hiding and gossiping about somebody. That's weird. Anytime I be around people, man or woman, and start gossiping, I get my ass up. Because I'll end up cussing somebody out, like, you know, and they be saying respect your elders. On that part, yeah, I'll, you know, if I'm around older people and they gossiping, I'll get my ass up and I'll walk, you know. But I be wanting to say something like, yo, you too old to be sitting out here fucking gossiping, man. Can't you find something better, you know, to do with that mouth? I'm sure you can. You sucked a lot of dicks. The way you moving that yapping that mouth, yeah, You sucked a lot. That should be weird, yo. Like, maybe it's me. I just think different. I just keep that shit 100. And a lot of people, a lot of men and women don't realize that until I'm not their friend no more, or I'm not in a relationship with them more. They're like, one thing I can say, and they always come back and say it. You keep shit 100. You ain't gonna play. You ain't, you violence. You ain't gonna do none of that shit that other people doing that I went through. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep that shit 100. If I did it, I did it. If I didn't do it, listen here. We can go toe to toe all fucking day. If you lie on me, and I said I didn't do it, and you tell me I did do it, you're gonna have a whole problem with me. You're gonna have a whole problem with me. I will fight you to the death. That's just point blank. That's a Sagittarius. You're not gonna sit up there and fucking lie. You tell the truth and the facts, or you can get your ass gone, or stop running your fucking mouth. Because if I did it, I did it. If I didn't do it, I'm gonna say I didn't fucking do it. And that's real. Trust me on that. I'm gonna go through the lengths of the earth to expose your ass for your lies. I'm gonna make sure you look embarrassed. I'm gonna embarrass your ass for lies. That's a Sag. So if you never want to get exposed, if you fucking with a Sag and you lie on a Sag and you don't want to get embarrassed, it's best just don't even open your mouth against that Sag. Because you want to get fucked up. You gonna be real embarrassed because a Sag will wait and then ding your ass. So it's best, like, if you deal with Sag, they real as fuck. High vibrational Sags, because we got low vibrational in every zodiac. But a high vibrational Sag, they keep that shit 100. I'm just point blank. And you'll be like, oh no, ain't nobody that 100. Yes, the fuck we are. We're not gonna lie about shit. And if you're our friend, you're our friend. If you're our enemy, you're our fucking enemy. We're gonna tell you in your face. We ain't gonna be ashamed to say that shit. I don't like you. But I'm gonna respect you, but I don't fucking like you. I'm still gonna do for you, but I don't fucking like you. It's something about you I don't like. I'm still gonna respect you. You ask me for something, I'm still gonna give you. But one thing I ain't gonna do is sit in your face acting like I like you. I'm not gonna he with you. I ain't gonna do none of that. It sounds odd the way I'm saying it, that we'll still do for you if you're in need and shit like that. But we just not gonna keep in your face, and we know we don't like you. Because we know later on we're gonna find out why we don't like you. And usually time we do. You're a fucking snake. And I'll always be like, see, I told you. I knew it was something about you, even though I still did for you. But guess what? I get blessings out of that. Even though I know you're a hissing ass snake, I kept my distance from you because I knew it was gonna come out sooner or later. You're a fucking snake. And it always do. But at least I respected you. You can't never say I ain't respect you. You can't never say I talk shit about you behind your back. You can't say, even if I don't like you, I talk shit about you. I bet you any my money you can't. I bet you any my money. Even if it's an ex that I dislike. In the first beginning, I might say some shit to you in your face, but you're not gonna hear me going out here telling everybody. You're not gonna witness that. I'm talking shit about you, but I bet you ain't my money. I guarantee you some of your friends can say you talk shit about me, and it wasn't even that serious. You just was not meant to be, bitch. That's the way I take it. It just wasn't meant to be. We're not compatible. That's the way I take it. And I got no hard feelings. Hope you do okay for yourself. Other than that, you motherfuckers, y'all go behind the back. Y'all take that shit serious. You start defaming my character, lying on me, talking shit about me, and bitch, we ain't even thinking about you at that point. That's what I'm saying. I ain't going to your family members, calling your family members, talking shit about you, talking shit to your friends. I'm not doing none of that shit. I don't give a fuck if somebody come tell me something about you. I know how to walk away like, oh, okay, well, whatever. Motherfucker need to, straighten up. Leave me fuck alone. That's what I'll say to them. I'm not getting into a whole conversation about you. dogging your ass out. But I see y'all do that to me. But it's all good. That's why I would never come back to your dried up ass. You talk all that shit about me. You think I'm going to come back to your ass? You dog my name to the fucking dirt. When I kept shit 100 with you, even in a relationship and even out of the relationship. And you think I'm going to come back to your ass? Shit. You dog me out to make me seem like I was a bad person. And you was the one doing a lot of fucking shit out here. Like, what? What? So you want to put your projections on me? Even niggas be doing that to chicks. If they out here cheating, they don't say you was out here cheating. Okay. I'll take that on the chin. If that's what you want to believe. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If I'm single, I'm mingling. I'm allowed to have friends. But if I'm in a relationship, trust me, I ain't cheating on you. If I have an ex, say I have male friends, but if I have an ex, say this, I'm an empath, I'm a caring person. So if I'm with somebody and I have an ex, say they hungry, they need some food, some shit like that, I'm still going to do for that ex. We ain't got to have nothing going on. If they say I need some food, I'm going to go give them some money to get food in their house. That's how I don't hold no anger against nobody. But you got some niggas, oh, you went and gave your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend some money to get some food. Yeah, bitch. When you want me to do the same for your ass? I ain't gonna see nobody starving just because we ain't together. Like, fuck wrong with you? Like, weird. But you know in their mind, they so jealous. Oh, you sleeping with him. Okay, then think what you want to think. I know the motherfucking truth, bitch. But yet and still you out here fucking the whole world. You fucking the whole community, bitch. You putting your mouth everywhere it should not be at. And coming back kissing me. And then think I don't know. Weird. While I'm single now and celibate. These niggas, some of these niggas, I'm gonna say niggas ain't worth, my energy ain't worth humping on. I wish I knew what I know now. When you're young, you growing up, you dating. So everybody did it. But I wish I knew what I know now. Some of these niggas would never hump me. I mean that shit. You would never hump me. And you would never hump me again. Doing drag name, do the mud. What it look like I'm humping on you? After you call me all types of names. And you was a fucking whore. And I said it. You whore. Like, get the fuck out of here. And then they realize, like, how real you kept it. And because they go through other relationships. And they realize, damn, that person did keep it real with me. They did keep it honest with me. If they did something, they're going to tell me. They're not going to keep no secrets from me. I ain't got to hide shit, Craig. I ain't got to hide a motherfucking thing. Not a damn thing. Even if I go out, see, mostly me, I don't know how other women are. I'm going to just say me. If I'm with somebody I'm really into, I'm really in love with them, I don't even find other men attractive. I don't give a fuck how attractive they are. I don't find them attractive. Until I get out of a relationship with that person. It's weird. Because until I get out of a relationship with somebody, then I find men attractive. It's like some bell. I don't know. It's like a bell. It's weird. And they don't believe that shit. Like, okay, so you got some insecurities within yourself. It's not me. It's you. We're going to go ahead and watch this shit right here. Because this demon right here. I just did a reading yesterday that either an ex or either they got a deity attack, something going on. I did a reading yesterday about, I know you're an empath. See, I got to watch that too. And people need place to stay. You feel sorry for them. But that be their karma. For how they treated you and how they treated other people. Sometimes. But let's get into this. It's that demon right here. And I be telling you, watch their eyes. This shit. This demon.
But the
Right, stop, listen to me.
I'm
You're
not
not gonna raise your voice again.
gonna raise my voice again. I'm not.
I will have you removed from this courtroom. I can sentence you without you being present.
I think we've seen that part already.
I understand, young.
Oh, well, I'm going to go. This is called O'Neill.
On March 18, 2018, Ronnie O'Neill III shot and beat his ex-girlfriend, Kenyatta Barron, and their 9-year-old autistic daughter to death. He then repeatedly stabbed their 8-year-old son, who managed to survive. At trial, O'Neill chose to represent himself and, in a bizarre moment, directly addressed his son, who had just bravely testified against him.
I put his son through torture.
But I will say, I'm sorry for your loss.
Demon.
19 years I've been at this job. I've seen.
Hold on, we've seen that part already.
In the hands of others.
Let's go. This crazy. And he's so, you know, you consider him handsome. And those be the main ones.
Ronnie O'Neill III was raised in Florida and was active as a youth. He attended high school at East Bay High in Gibsonton and was involved in the local church choir.
Church choir?
His biological father suffered from mental illness, having been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and schizophrenia, but was not a part of O'Neill's life. O'Neill struggled academically in high school, but was able to graduate. Faced with limited employment options, he took the U.S. Marine Corps entrance exam, but was unable to pass. O'Neill took on such jobs as casino worker and truck driver in order to earn a living. He eventually ran into trouble with the law, having been arrested on 3 separate occasions for nonviolent charges including theft, marijuana possession, and driving without a valid license. He was last arrested in 2009. O'Neill entered into a relationship with...
Look how pretty she is, y'all.
Also known as Kiki, and they had 2 children together but never married. 9-year-old daughter Renivia was nonverbal and was diagnosed with cerebral palsy and autism. 8-year-old Ronnie IV was healthy. O'Neill and Barron eventually had a falling out, and in 2012, O'Neill was petitioned in court in order to pay child support. He would eventually fall behind on his support application. O'Neill moved on and had another child with a new girlfriend in 2016. He also developed an avid interest in Islam, even publicly identifying as a member of the Nation of Islam on Facebook. However, in November 2017, a then 29-year-old O'Neill was wounded in Tampa during a drive-by shooting and was critically injured. His injuries were so significant that his heart stopped beating several times during surgery. O'Neill was able to pull through, but found that neither his friends, family members, or present girlfriend were willing or able to take him into their homes. That's when the 33-year-old Miss Barron showed mercy to the father of her kids and decided to allow the supposedly reformed, devout O'Neill to live with her until he recovered. Her decision to help O'Neill was against her mother's advice, as she believed that her daughter Kiki was on a good path, having returned to college to increase her earning potential and provide better life opportunities for her children. It was the proverbial good deed that would not go unpunished.
See? Y'all be on your good path, and here they come. Stay on that path. He say Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. That's what he's screaming. She said, I'm sorry. Wow. Damn. He's steady screaming, Allah Akbar.
According to sworn testimony, while Miss Barron was on the line with 911, neighbor James Gray Jr. was in the house next door visiting his then fiancée and current wife when he suddenly heard screaming and loud banging. Mr. Gray told his fiancée and her daughter to stay inside the home and call 911 while he opened the door to see what was going on. When he stepped outside, he could see his neighbor's front door was open, and there were two silhouettes in smoke at the end of a long foyer, along with blood spatter along the walls. He observed Miss Barron on the ground, lying face down and motionless. O'Neill was standing over her and holding onto her left arm. O'Neill had an object in his right arm, but Gray could not make it out. O'Neill began shouting, "You don't understand." Mr. Gray tried to get O'Neill to back away as O'Neill continued to yell, "Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar," and "You don't understand, she killed me." O'Neill then dropped Barron's arm and retreated into his residence as Gray remained outside with Barron's body. Just minutes later, a second 911 call was made from the Barron residence, found by O'Neill, claiming to have been attacked by white demons and stating, quote, "I've just been attacked. Kiki tried to kill me," end quote.
White
He
demons.
gave police dispatch their home address. According to the autopsy report from the medical examiner, Dr. Mary Mainland, Miss Barron suffered a gunshot wound to her right back shoulder as well as her right elbow. O'Neill then used the shotgun as an object to batter Miss Barron. She sustained over 15 lacerations to her head, 6 to 7 skull fractures, a fractured jaw, fractured facial bones, and several fractures at the base of her skull.
Wow.
Several teeth were missing. The official cause of death was brain hemorrhaging due to blunt force trauma. She had been beaten to death in the minutes it took from her 911 call to the time Mr. Gary intervened. O'Neill then butchered his special needs daughter, Ranivia, with an axe, mutilating her beyond recognition.
Wow.
He then repeatedly stabbed his 8-year-old son, little Ronnie, leaving him critically wounded. As if that weren't enough, O'Neill poured gasoline on little Ronnie and proceeded to set their house on fire. Deputies arrived at the Barron residence at 11:59 p.m.
Y'all hear this mess?
Barron lying unconscious in the yard.
Now, what could a special need child do to you? Let's rewind this, because, yo, with an axe, wow.
The official cause of death was brain hemorrhaging due to blunt force trauma. She had been beaten to death in the minutes it took from her 911 call to the time Mr. Gary intervened. O'Neill then butchered his special needs daughter, Ranivia, with an axe, mutilating her beyond recognition. He then repeatedly stabbed his 8-year-old son,
look at my eyes, y'all,
leaving him critically wounded. As if that weren't enough, O'Neill poured gasoline on little Ronnie and proceeded to set their house on fire.
Okay. Teachable moment. Child. Didn't I tell y'all a demon comes in when you're doing good? You just getting back on your feet. Y'all never recognize these stories? She's an empath. He just got hit up in a drive-by shooting, and he made it through. Okay, he was near death. He made it through. So since this is her baby daddy, she just started college. She was on the right path. You heard her mother said it wasn't a good idea to bring this man back in the house. And because she's back on her right path, getting her, going to college. He just got in an accident, drive-by. So she invites this demon in her home with her children. Don't I be telling y'all about that? He acted like he was on the right path because he joined, Muslim. He's religious now. He's on the right path, acting like he on the right path. But this demon really was upset. You heard him say he believed that they carry white demons. What the hell is a white demon? When he was the one with the demon. You see how the demon project on people? No, demon. You was upset, demon, because she started getting on her right path without you. That's what it was. You better be very careful out here. Very careful. That's what I be talking about, accepting motherfuckers back. Motherfuckers be hating and jealous, and they got a demon attachment. Because you heard him say, he said a white demon. They be mad, pissed off at you, because you're getting your life back on track. You're going on your path. This is what I be talking about. If y'all paid attention to what he said, what the mother said in the beginning, she was on her right path. She's an empath, and she was doing it out of kind of her heart, trying to help him after he got out of surgery in the hospital. And they'll use that. I want y'all to pay close attention to these demons, how they infiltrate and how they move in, and how they use you as an empath to move them right in your fucking home, sleeping right next to the demon. And then the thing is, you'll move them around your children and shit like that. Yeah, just like that. Then chop the child up, unrecognizable. Who is the demon here? Who is the demon? So you're calling empaths, see how the projection go? So you calling an empath that lets you come in their house after you got almost unalive. So you calling the empath, the earth angel, the demon. I want y'all to take a close look at this motherfucker right here. You take a look at them damn eyes right there. So you call the empath the demon that allows you to come in their house. They're a demon because they allowed you to come stay with them? Or they're a demon because they're going on their right path? You're that demon. Y'all better be very careful out here. What's that scripture that just came to mind? Be careful, because the demon is roaming like a roaring lion, ready to devour. And he did a roaring lion on her, the kids. This is a motherfucking roaring lion, ready to devour anything in sight. That motherfucker was a roaring lion. You see that man say he opened up the door, all he could see is silhouettes, and this man was a roaring lion. Teachable moment.
Deputies arrived at the Barron residence at 11:59 p.m. to find Miss Barron lying unconscious in the yard, covered by a sheet. She was partially clothed in a tank top, underwear, and socks. It was quickly determined that she was deceased. Initially, there were no lights coming from the residence. However, a short time later, a light was seen in the home. As the light grew brighter, it was determined to be caused by a fire within the residence, resulting in forced entry into the home by law enforcement. Once they gained access, they noticed the main living area was engulfed in flames. They yelled for anyone in the area to exit, and suddenly, a child appeared. According to Lieutenant Howard Wooden, little Ronnie was covered from head to toe in blood and was grasping his abdomen and holding his organs.
Holding his
Against all
organs.
odds, little Ronnie managed to escape the home, and he uttered to the first detective he saw,
Did y'all hear that shit? The little boy is holding his organs. If that ain't no motherfucking demon, what the? And then you know this hell you set a fire. That is a pure live demon. Make sure you set that fire to let them know they was in hell. This little boy holding his organs like, child.
The thing about Boston,
Y'all come in, y'all let these demons come in and just wreck shop. Be careful, because the devil is like a roaring lion ready to devour
Let's go, girls.
anything
So,
on
you
his
take a few of
path.
these little pink pills
This is
daily,
crazy.
And you feel
from Miss Barron, the devil, and said, the kids are the devil's kids. He was booked into Hillsborough County Jail the next day and charged with resisting arrest, arson, 2 counts of first-degree murder, and 1 count of
He
attempted
said she
murder.
was the devil. Child. What? You got a child out there holding his organs, and you gonna say she was the devil? Oh, child. See the projections? After you help somebody? This is a teachable moment right here. This is a teachable moment. That is crazy. The devil is like a roaring lion. And see how his hair is? Yeah, he a roaring lion. Ooh, Lord. Let's
In
go.
the U.S. Constitution, specifically the 6th Amendment.
Look at this demon.
Defendants also have the right to represent themselves
Mad for
in
what?
a criminal trial, although this is widely considered to be a terrible idea, as very few individuals have the education and experience necessary to successfully navigate a complex system of laws and procedures. Despite repeated warnings against
how the fuck, look, this motherfucker's a shapeshifter.
Anyway,
look at his face, y'all. Hold up. Let me point this out to you. Let me point this out to you, because like I be trying to give y'all a teachable moment. Let's go. Shapeshifter. Let's go. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? You see that? You see that right there? Look at them eyes. You see that? Look. This right here. Don't that look like an old man? That, you don't see that shit sticking out? You don't see that shit? You don't see that shit sticking out? And he look like an old man. That is an ancient demon. That's just straight up. Pay attention to that shit. Shapeshifter. Pay attention to that shit right there. Look at that. Look at that shit. A motherfucking ancient demon. How you look old, man, and you like 20-something? Look. Look at the mouth. See, me, I pay attention to shit. Fuck all that. Y'all be out here ain't paying attention to shit. That's a shapeshifter. That's a shape-shifting demon. That is the shape-shifting demon. Plain and simple. How the fuck you 20-something years old, you look old, like an old man? That is an old, ancient demon. Y'all better be out here paying attention.
Fully understands the risks of waiving his right to counsel, and is doing so.
That shit crazy. Look. Woo.
You will see who is the mass murderer.
He looked like an old man. Look at the mouth.
In Tampa Bay, the state of Florida.
Look at the face, y'all.
Why? What occurred on March 18, 2018 occurred.
Child. Y'all be letting these demons in your house? Look how she looking. She's scared. She know that's a demon. Look at her. She know that's a demon.
I'm pleading not guilty to charges of premeditated murder, attempted murder, aggravated child abuse or battery, arson, resisting arrest without violence. And while I'm in that, the evidence is going to show that they tased me for no reason.
They tased them for no reason, y'all. Takes the stand. Now, the son is taking the stand, the one that was holding the organs. Now, watch how he treat his son.
State, you ready to proceed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just saw my dad loading a shotgun and my mom, and mom was screaming at him.
And your father had a shotgun. What happened next? What did he do?
My mom ran from my sister's room. My mom ran from my sister's room and started
Oh, yeah. And they're going to show him questioning his son. Just evil.
lighting a match.
Mr. O'Neill, any questions?
How you doing, bro?
Look at him.
It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Did you see me shoot your mom? Did I hurt you that night of this incident?
Yes.
I did. And how did I hurt you?
Look at this demon. How did I hurt you?
He stabbed me.
Upon conclusion of the trial,
Look at him.
Ronnie O'Neill III was found guilty of the murder of his girlfriend and their disabled daughter, and the attempted murder of his son. After the guilty verdict, O'Neill decided it would be wise to retain legal representation.
Look at that demon
in the sentencing
smiling.
phase of trial.
Now,
However,
here we go. Teachable moment again. Look closely. Don't look with your physical eyes. Look with your spiritual eyes and see what you see. That is a goddamn demon. From the pits of fucking hell. Look at it. Shapeshifting. Look at that shit. Child. So he shapeshifted once he got in the damn house. Once she let him in, I told you, got to tell the demon yes. And that's the way, like he's saying, well, she told me yes. She told me yes. That's Lucifer himself. She told me yes. So that's what they take it as. Like, when they do all that shit, at the end, they be like, she told me yes. She invited me in. Look at that demon. That's an ancient jinn. It looked like an ancient jinn to me. Like a leprechaun. Or some shit like that. That shit look like a leprechaun or some type of ancient jinn. That look like an ancient jinn to me. It looked like his face is gonna change any day.
on
Yeah.
June 25th, 2021.
Look, y'all, pay
3 life terms.
Child, do you see this shit? Y'all not seeing this? Child, what is it? What is it? And the mouth look bigger. Like, what the hell is this right here, y'all? I'm looking at. Y'all, whoo-wee. Y'all see that yellow? Y'all see that red? Y'all see that mouth look big as hell? You see that demon? This is what you be laying next to. This is what you be laying next to. Child. I want y'all to take a good look at this damn demon. See the dark eyes, the black eyes, the big ass mouth. The mouth look bigger than what, child. Y'all. Woo, teachable moment. Look at that demon right there. Let's go.
60 years in prison to run consecutively. I'm happy to announce this episode.
Yeah, he went with a nice family. They adopted him. The cop, that's the cop that rescued him.
Burned and left for dead by his biological father, was adopted by Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office Detective Mike Blair, his wife Danielle, and their 5 children. Detective Blair was at the scene when it all happened. Afterwards, he and Danielle would visit Ronnie at the hospital on a regular basis and were always the last visitors to leave Ronnie's side. They kept in touch with Ronnie's court-appointed guardian, and 5 months later...
Yeah, so the detective that was on the scene adopted him. And you know, it's a shame you got to go through all that to go do something good, the tower moment. Don't I tell you something good come out the tower moment? When you have your tower moment, so it may seem like something is bad, but it ended up turning out for you good. That was horrific for a little boy to go through. Like, I know that was terrifying. You holding your organs. That's something you will never, ever, ever forget as a child. The devil is like a roaring lion, ready to devour. And he devoured them, man. And I want y'all to see that demon. That y'all see that? That's, whoo. Child, I'm good. And I told you, they always come when you're doing good. And they're slick, they're sly, very manipulative. They already know who you are. They already know you're an empath. They already know you. Look, it's all right to be an empath, man or woman. But let me tell you something. If divine tell you to keep going, keep going. You don't let nobody interrupt your path. I don't give a fuck how nice they seem. You gotta tell the devil yes. Then after that, it's mad destruction. That's what I'm trying to get you. That's a teachable moment. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all can go rewind that back and see that demon. That shapeshifter. So he shapeshift once he got in the house. Once she told him yes. Once she had sex with him. That demon got even mad of that energy. You know what I'm saying? Once you have sex with them, they get even more mad with your good energy. You know. Child. I want to find that story with that dude. Because I felt so sorry for him. I felt so sorry for him what that girl did. You know, he had a right to take out. He could have just left. But, I be watching stories. I used to watch Wicked Attraction and all that stuff. I can't watch it no more because I already got the details of it. Child. It's just like, I always see it start off, they was doing good. Next thing, they meet somebody, they good. After they tell that demon yes, it goes downhill from there. It was like a couple years ago I noticed, like every time, see you said yes, at weddings. Like they was taking them out at weddings or after they proposed to them. Y'all see that? Like a couple years ago, that was happening a lot. Like right after they proposed to them, they took them out. I told you, you're saying yes to the devil. You don't even know it. He's a manipulator, like the devil's advocate. He placed himself in different bodies to get you to say yes. Just like that movie, The Devil's Advocate. Just like that movie, The Devil's Advocate, how he show up in different bodies to get him to say yes. It's just like that. And I saw that a couple years ago. I was like, why is everybody, these women getting took out right after they get proposed to? Because you told the devil yes. And you're supposed to recognize that. You're supposed to recognize the devil. I don't give a fuck how good they good at manipulating. That's why you got to be on your ascensions. You got to know. Like, you got to sniff them motherfuckers out. Like, nah, you know, yeah, you nice. They got to come in empathetic like you are. Play like they empathetic. They empaths like you are. That's the trick. I'm an empath like you are. No, the fuck you're not. You're a goddamn demon. Trying to tell you, I'm giving y'all teachable moments today. Even if I'm not doing my readings, I always try to, you know, come on here, you know, and teach something. It's like crazy, man.
Slow.
I don't got time for that. Over being paid. I be on like teachable moments for myself and teachable moments for everybody. I don't even really watch these other demons. These demons no more. These motherfuckers be witches, warlocks, trying to get into your energy, desperate to get in your energy. You get one demon out your energy, here come another one. They be begging to get in your energy. Bitch, no. I know you before you even know yourself. I'm trying to find that story. But if not, I'm done with my teachable moment. Y'all can just go back to your day and, you know, he made his own son testify against him. That's that dude again. That's some crazy shit. You gotta sit in the devil's face, the one that had you holding your organs. And you only 11 years old. Child, that gotta be torment. And then the devil tormenting you. Did I do that to you? Did I do that? Yeah, you did. Monsters podcast season. What's that say? Yeah, they got him on that Monsters. He's a monster. Ronnie O'Neal III. Monsters podcast. This real accounts of demonic possession. That's what I'm saying. They be, you know, get into all this so-called religion, and they be out here calling everybody else the devil, and they be the main one. They be the main one. If you invite them in your home, A demon will put projections on you. You know, they'll be the main one you invite them in your home, become a devil. But they're going to keep saying you are a devil. Bitch, how? We're balanced and we're living our fucking life. No, demon, what it is that you're upset. The devil sent you. Y'all better pay close attention. Man or woman. I'm going to find some women shit for you masculines. And it ain't hating, it ain't none of that. It's just, I want you to be careful. And it's all right to be single. Don't let nobody tell you because you single, you ain't healed. That be the main one trying to send somebody a demon in. You're not healed because, you're not healed because you won't allow us to send nobody the fuck in. That's a demon. Oh well, so be it, bitch. Oh well, so be it, bitch. Say what you want. You're not sending nobody no demon my way. So, they will say that just so you can open up because you're an empath and get them to be able to send somebody in. You're not healed. You're not healed. They'll push that shit to you. You bitter. You bitter. You're not healed. If you was, you'll allow us to send this demon in. Man, if you don't go take your ass somewhere, I'm good. I'm Gucci. You ain't forcing no demon upon me. They want you to say yes. See what I'm saying? The cult. They be part of cults. They want you to say yes. And after you say yes, it's over. Like I did that reading yesterday. I said no, demon. Now go and do something else. Because that's what y'all do. I told you they'll go to the point of unaliving people in your family. This cult. That'll be found out sooner or later. So I ain't worried about you gonna go to jail for that shit too. Trust me on that. I put that on my ancestors. You will be found out and you will be prosecuted and you will go to jail. I don't give a fuck if it's by witchcraft. Your ass will be going to jail. One way or another. If you don't get prosecuted for that, God gonna find a way for you to get prosecuted for something else for a long time. So you'll be doing time even if that's not found out. Your karma gonna catch up to your ass. You gonna go to jail one way or another. Bet me on that. Anyway, y'all, this is Set Mat Teachable Moments. Y'all be careful out here and y'all enjoy the weather. Y'all enjoy yourself. Keep taking y'all spiritual baths, your spiritual showers, whatever. Anytime you feel energy coming towards you, or you feel like you watching something and you feel like they try to draw you in, I'm telling you, go clean your energy out. I'm telling you, hurry up and go clean your energy out. Stop playing around with these motherfuckers because they ain't playing around with you. They didn't show you they're not playing with you. So just because you're an empath, don't mean you can't be a spiritual warrior. That don't mean you can't talk your shit. That don't mean they supposed to, you supposed to be a spiritual warrior. You supposed to be quiet, you're an empath. No, bitch. That ain't what they said we need to do. Take your crap. That ain't, stop with the bullshit. That don't mean we ain't healed. That don't mean we ain't bitter. So what it is when you're doing witchcraft? Do that means you bitter? Oh, okay. That means you healed? If you're doing witchcraft? Nah. Projections. What I'm going to tell you, I'm going to talk my shit and I'm going to fight your ass. Spiritually. And if you come near me physically. That don't mean I got to take your crap. Because I'm an empath. So y'all getting shit misconstrued. I ain't got to take no crap from no fucking body. Especially a demon. Especially if I know you're a demon, a warlock, or a witch, dark witch. I ain't got to take no crap from you. None. And I won't. So, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Anyway, y'all have a gorgeous day, my collectors. Y'all see me coming back to my readings. Okay? Love you.